The idea of one trigger to go live.
I think it's more from an angle. It'd be nice to do it on a platform that kind of works. Good evening, everybody. Hopefully this is working. I know that YouTube has not exactly been having much fun this evening.
Welcome to Saltcast, folks.
Well, hopefully not, but it's definitely a case of experiences this evening thus far have not been great. It's about to go live and you watch Linus's stream completely fall over and 10,000 viewers stop watching. You're like, things are going well then.
It's a great time to start streaming. What are you talking about?
Well, yes, indeed.
Yep.
Plans were made. These were only certain nights were free this week, and Thursday it ended up being. I believe we are functional for now and ready to prepare to go to space. We might actually go today. Good. Right, I'm turning down the in-game sounds already before that scares the crap out of me again. I was not ready for the gunfire being that loud. Everything else is quite quiet.
Yeah, it seemed to be really, really loud for me tonight as well. I don't understand.
Seems fine to me.
There's a spider in our base.
Of course there is.
Out of here.
That's why we're going to space. Get away from them. No other reason. Ah!
Go to the one place they can't get us.
It's not a spider in the base, a spider in my face.
Yeah, that's why I didn't have any extra railgun ammo. Requires uranium. So it was a little bit expensive to take quantities.
Good evening, everyone, by the way, in chat.
Good evening, folks. Look, I've got all the guys together to make up for the stream that we missed.
Yeah, Urban Hangman gained 14 pounds and said, birthday essay stream. Today is going to be a good day.
Happy birthday, Hangman. 14 pounds is an interesting amount. That's two on the money to be a dollar conversion, surely. I'm not complaining. Thank you very much, sir. It's just slightly unusual.
Wants to buy you a pair of pints.
Yeah, it's just like he knows a specific place, and in that place, a pint is £7. Which, by the way, stop going to that place. You should not be paying £7 for a pint. Also, stop going to that place. You should not be going out at the moment. What about that bit?
Even when that place opens back up, don't go there.
Okay, we're probably going to need to go and get some more resources before we can leave. If I'm not mistaken, gold, specifically. Gold, and also gold, and then some gold, and then some magnesium.
Right. Give me a sec to get this big gun back on the as yet unnamed ship, I think.
Has Farrell been in this ship, yes or no?
Oh,
my dampers are on, so Farrell has not been in this ship. I should be alright.
Only turn it off to save power on the thrusters.
Oh, right. My little ship was destroyed, wasn't it?
Hang on. Yeah, as seems to be the rules for almost everything. Oh yeah, that got broken, didn't it? Whoops.
Add it to the list.
It's too far gone. I may just paint it pink and be done with it.
Is chat frozen? If it's frozen, that just means that
YouTube may still be having issues.
Still having the issues it was having earlier.
Did we roll back to before we launched, or did we?
Yes, because the launch was completely test mode in creative mode.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
Well, thank you very much, Mark.
Missing some blocks.
We will do our best to have a good stream. We've done one important thing, which is a lot of Weaponcore testing since we last played, so we know it's going to work today.
Apparently we're out of bottles.
And also, Lady T.
10 of each.
You did that just because I said earlier, didn't you? Thank you very much. And I know, it doesn't stop me from... Well, it doesn't stop it from concerning me. But I know that you're far too sensible to be
I know waste didn't grab
doing
it.
that sort of thing.
think
No,
this is
spacebar
his.
didn't grab it.
Wasted didn't grab what?
I had a blue little mining ship. It's not anywhere around here all of a sudden.
I'm in
I know
the
you're in
red one.
the other one from the trade surplus, but
Yep.
all right. Let's see if I can find it here on the entity list.
Yes, guys, just to clarify, we should be able to not only launch and go to space today, but actually be able to demonstrate a bit of what Weaponcore is all about while we do so, because we discovered what our primary issue is with a little bit of testing, which is basically local hosting doesn't work. You can't local host with Weaponcore. It has to be on a dedicated, unfortunately.
Well, more accurately, the person on the local host sees everything's perfectly fine.
Remember how I said it was worse?
Well, oh yeah, that's right. It's gotten worse.
It's
since
gotten worse,
last time we
aka
tested.
now not even the host sees the stuff that's being fired.
Why?
How exactly? I don't know, but yep. When I loaded up to try and get a thumbnail screenshot, and I was thinking, I know what I'll do, I'll slap those guns back on it again and just take off and get a shot of the stream of fire. Can't see the bullets anymore.
Please be very careful where you dig out there. Apparently, this save was taken when I was actually out in the miner picking up gold, and my miner's right across from your shaft right there.
Okay, roger that. I'm about to
need
drill
to
through
fly
the
back
wall
up.
into yours.
Yeah, I need to fly out there and pick it up, I guess. I didn't realize it was all the way out there.
Hey, Adam.
Wonder what
Well,
I'm
I'm
gonna
good to
see.
hear from you, man. I did think before the stream starts, I kind of hope Adam shows up. Just because I've been a little bit worried, mate.
I remember I
Thank
was
you very
going
much,
out and
yeah.
getting gold last time.
I'm not
before we
surprised the
ended
Rona
stream.
sucks, and yeah, nurses aren't half as pretty in level 3 PPE. Well, good to see you keeping your sense of humour up, mate, and nothing else. Thank you very much, dude. And Hangman, God, I miss student bars at university. Pound a pint. That was a thing once upon a time.
Where's this one?
Thank you, Hangman.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, then we had a couple of student bars that would do 50p nights occasionally, which is just dangerous. I mean, the lager was piss water to say the least, but like, there's no question it was watered down. But at the same time, I mean, still did the job.
Inventory full. I still got space. What?
No, your inventory is full. It must be.
Why do I feel like I'm upside down in this hole somehow? I'm not, I can't be. The little thing says I'm very clearly not, but something about the way the ship's moving around feels like it's upside down. Cheers, Miss Tankman. Welcome to... I don't even know what being a YouTube member gives you, but welcome.
Ah, I just hit that turret. Didn't know laser antennas had superconductors. Shows you how often I use those.
What are you using laser antenna for?
You're trying to innovate. Hang on.
No innovation.
No, it's
Wow.
that rover that Farrell brought me last week. I was taking it apart.
Yeah, the little wheeled thing.
Yeah, it has two laser antennas on top.
Easily enough, it also had a hydrogen engine that was somehow still running after being completely shot out of the, or taken out of the
I
thing.
wondered what that noise was.
That was hilarious. Still going, doesn't have a hydrogen supply, but hey, apparently there's still just enough residual gas, I guess.
The drills didn't used to need to be out another block. It's when I changed the I changed the internal layout to add another cargo container in, and you're right, what it's done is push the cockpit so far forward now that you struggle to get the drills into the rock forwards.
Yeah, I noticed that when I was using it the other day.
Now I'll just have to extend them out by another block. Because this is... I might have to come back and do that straight away, actually, because this is really not making much progress now.
Yeah, I had to keep wiggling back and forth to get anything done.
How much gold are you bringing back out of curiosity?
I have no idea. The amount I managed to pick up, but yeah, the cockpit's ahead of the drills, so it's really hard to get into the wall.
Well, I'm in the same boat. I can only dig in so far before I'm crushing my cockpit against the wall, but just back out and do a little bit of right-click drilling to clear it out, and it works fine.
It was called Aftershock, Adam.
Deciding whether I should.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Stay here and
Came
keep
in a whole
going,
bunch of
or
different colours, and it
accept
was
the fact that I've already
awful. But the red one in
got-
particular was like a hot variant, like
Yeah, I'm coming
spicy
back. I got
variant, if I
plenty.
remember rightly.
Get what we've got.
Pretty sure it's
off.
Aftershock, you mean?
I can find my way back out again.
Authentic student drink. If by that, Geordie, you mean some guys in chat just made a legitimate suggestion as to why the vehicle's not performing properly and I'm going back because they're correct, then yes, that is still what's happening.
Oh. Something just spawned.
I didn't feel any like that.
I had a major freeze up.
Oh.
Yeah, now I'm definitely coming back to base.
Yeah, Aftershock's the stuff that, like, depending on which one it was, some of them literally just tasted like mouthwash. And then some of them were like, someone took my mouthwash and for some reason decided to put, like, way too much. Not cinnamon, it's the other one that gets spicy when you put too much in.
Anybody else getting that hard freeze, or is it just me?
Might be just you. It seems fine to me right now.
Is something wrong with my unloading technique, Spacebar?
No, it's perfect. Don't know why that's so efficient. Don't know why I never thought of that before.
Just dragging it directly out and dropping it.
No, by grinding off the drills, so it just pops into existence in a massive ball.
Well, that works.
Yeah, I mean, I can think of a number of good reasons why you wouldn't do it, but when I did it by mistake the first time and it worked, I stuck with it.
Oh, this thing's got heavy armor blocks on it.
Nice one, Captain Reaper. Morning, sir. Aniseed, yes. Horrible stuff. Right, we're talking about Aftershock. Any of you guys ever remember the drink Aftershock?
Aftershock.
It's like really super duper bright coloured, like mixed spirit, loads of sugar, very student sort of thing that always give you, you know, on the student nights they'd have a deal on you get your cheap lager, and then there'd be some deal on like 8 shots of Aftershock, and it all comes in like varieties of different colour that taste somewhere between mouthwash and mouthwash mixed with aniseed.
Yeah, no, that sounds awful.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very appealing.
Yeah, but when you're 19, you really didn't care. It's like, yeah, that's got a decent amount of alcohol in it, sure.
Oh, I
And
drank
you're
a lot
not
of things
charging
at
me much.
19 that I would not drink now. Yes.
Ooh.
Am I not surprised the Krieg's drills look really, really weird?
You've used a lot of his stuff.
Because I know I've used Krieg's things before. Yes, a good point. I'm not talking about American students there. I'm talking about the good old British student allowed to drink from a young age.
I went to school in Louisiana. We were drinking at 18.
Mm-hmm. No, in the UK it's 18, but we would frequently do wonderful field trips to France, where the drinking age is 14. You can imagine how those trips went.
Swimmingly, I imagine.
It's not like the staff were confused about it either. I even went on a history trip to Paris at one point, which was wonderful. They took the whole year's history students to Paris, which was great, except half of the year was studying the French Revolution, and the other half of the year was studying the Cold War. I was in the Cold War half, and we still went to Paris. At which point it was just like, well, yeah, none of this is actually relevant for you guys, so do we what?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay, I think I've pretty much got this torn down to armor box batteries and hydrogen tanks. So I don't know if you guys want me to still keep ripping it down or.
There is a SMES Arrowhead Mark 1 over there doing
Oh, well then.
something. It's shooting into the shield at the moment.
Leroy.
Is it going after that?
I think it's actually going after the wreck. Yeah, I don't know. It shot in my direction a bit as well, so maybe not exclusively.
Could also be going after what's left of the
Oh.
rover.
It's a fighter. I need it. Oh.
Your biological and technological distinctiveness is being added to spacebar.
I think it's a
These enjoy
shielded
the
fighter
cookies.
as well.
Well, the gold mine shafts are now joined together.
Ow. Oh.
Was that me?
No, that's the second time it's killed me. Stop engineer spamming it.
Yeah, it's got a shield.
Yeah. Why aren't any archers firing?
They're probably off. Yeah, I'm not doing a very good job of killing it in this one, and I don't really want to come out of our shields either.
Where's that? There it is.
Right. You. What does your ammo actually take to make?
I don't think I'm doing any damage to it.
Ooh, not too bad.
Oh. Look here, Mr. Spider. I don't know how you got in there, but I'm not happy.
You got 2 arrowheads over there. Nice.
It's just one of them just dancing around.
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now.
I think I broke its shield.
See if you can hit him again. It's just kind of both of them are just like juddering around here in the sky, going random directions. I think they've been infected by glitchy. Actually, that does make you wonder if that is something a certain individual could have engineered into his mod.
Lucas? Nah, I'd never do something like that.
Have you been here before?
How long have you been playing with this mod?
Why isn't this taking any damage?
Whoa.
Someone's. Oh.
Okay, I didn't realise we had ammo for that. I don't know
Just-
why we do have ammo for it, but I did not realise we had ammo for that thing. Stop
Don't look
trying
at
to
me.
shoot the
I'm not
base
doing anything.
with the big turret, please.
Which turret? Sorry.
That's alright, I'll deal with it. There was a battleship cannon attempting to kill the spider.
Oh, yeah.
That may be
Not doing a
just little
particularly
bit
good job of it.
Overkill.
Overkill. Yeah. Definition of overkill. Using a battleship cannon to kill the spider.
I want it. Stop moving around. I want you.
Not if my intention, Marnius, is to block their forward-facing arcs, because we have locations forward for further PDW.
So what did we determine? Did we
Including-
determine that
Ooh. That's annoying.
did we determine that we need to hold off on putting turrets on until we launch this thing, or no?
What do you mean?
But before, Errol said don't add turrets until after we've launched it. But
Yeah, that's got nothing
that
to do
was
with
that
it.
was when we were okay. That was when we were trying to figure out.
There's still the possibility if it's a sprue-built ship that it could potentially have issues, but I don't think that
I've
was
cut
fixed
this one
in-
off of its sprue too many times for that to be an actual concern.
Okay.
In my thumbnail testing and so on, this thing's been chopped off that sprue like 15 times now, and it's always worked.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you very much, Christian, and good to hear, of course. I missed a few there. I'm very sorry,
So
man.
what's a good side turret? for
Guys,
us?
Adam, Mount Rider was taken by
They
taste
should-
bud. No, you don't want aftershock.
Anti-fighter,
Lack of taste buds doesn't help. It's your liver I'm
Defense.
concerned about. That thing can't be good for you inside.
spicy meatball.
Cloning a 2 terabyte hard disk. I can't use my computer, so I have a couple of hours to kill. Thank you, Captain Reaper. Yeah, cloning a hard drive in
PDX
particular
lasers
takes a
kinda
while.
seem
You
to be
cloning
our
onto an SSD, I
standard
guess.
Sort of
Or just looking for a backup.
oddball protective stuff, I guess.
Thank you, Christian. Beer and grill. Grill. Oh
What's
my.
that?
It's an interesting takeoff procedure.
Hmm?
It's an interesting takeoff
CRN
procedure,
PDC.
Mr. Farrell.
Yeah. What?
Well, doing a loop into the sky. And
Hey, this thing's actually pretty acrobatic when it's empty. So.
oh, I can
why
tell.
not
I can
use
see
it?
it. It's just unconventional takeoff procedure. That's all.
Yeah, it's
A little
not
flyboy, one might say.
I may or may not have removed its shield generator, then cut off its engines, and then it crashed into the base.
Okay, well done, Spacebar.
I did it.
Oh. Nicely done.
This has got a couple magnesium locations.
Yeah, it's mag and gold that we're down on. I'll go back for the gold now. but-
Gold, you've got like 30,000 processing right now. I've got a waypoint for magnesium. I'm gonna go after that.
Okay, fair enough.
Do those lasers have to be on conveyors? Because I was going to use something that didn't.
Nope. The PDXs don't have to be on conveyors.
Yeah, fair point. Forgotten about that. Just kind of using the conveyor points as like where turrets would have been mounted. That's cool. I can put the other PDWs back there then. Anyway, I was going to leave myself space for rockets, and I never did.
Fuel low.
Oh well, I can't really do anything about that now. Upgrading to 4 terabytes? Tasty. Plenty of space. Yes, Adam, we did, mate. We did.
Ah, plenty of space.
Yeah, and the way they limited it was just by not having enough staff.
So what you're saying is,
Could lay out within like 5 years. I hate these stupid thin ribbon bits of deposits.
Yep. That's another reason why it's a good idea to go to space. Not that we'll get less of those, because they're still up there as well, but that they'll be less annoying to mine.
oops.
Hang on, my auto rotates on. Who's responsible for this? Someone snuck around here and been messing with my keyboard. And one of the things I'd done testing Weaponcore is this ship's obviously flown a few times in tests now, and one of the things I have noticed while flying it around in tests is it's actually not got enough forwards thrust, as much as you'd want, at least. Nor will it handle being in a high G environment. This will only operate on moons and like 0.25 G planets. I don't think it's going to work on anything with a higher gravity field. Oh, nice one, Sigval. Always good to hear from someone who's been watching for a bit, but not necessarily catching the
What was
lights.
that?
Cheers, man. Yeah, she's gonna be a fun ship, I think. That, I believe, was something to do with the thing over here.
Oh, this thing I'm taking apart?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the noises came from that direction.
Oops. It's got a lot of nice stuff on here. And it's like playing freaking Minesweeper.
You can help with that.
Destroying the wrong blocks. Look out below.
Can you paint it, Spacebar?
Hmm?
Can you paint it?
No, I think there's still enough stuff that I don't own on there. Yeah, I can't paint it.
Goddamn stupid system.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that why they decided that they were concerned was more multiplayer griefing than it was cooperative gameplay in a sandbox game. I have no idea, but that's what they decided, and it's annoying.
If it had been a toggle, it would have been better. Like a world
A server
wedding.
setting or something, yeah.
Yep.
But that would make too much sense.
That would have been innovation.
I was about to say it.
I mean,
You guys gotta work that out.
Kirby's,
That's the goal. The
Or
quicker we wear it
Kirby?
out, the
I mean,
more-
if
or
you
Kia
keep
Bears,
keep
you'll have to
using
let me
it
know
all
how
the
to pronounce
time,
that, mate.
It doesn't have the same
But
impact.
yes, I had
Oh,
noticed
tell that to
that
Ian.
from certain angles it looks a little
I think that's
I
the
know.
point.
That was the point I was making. I was trying to be
Yeah.
subtle about it, but
Yeah, I was just making the.
Thank you very
Getting
much.
the joke.
Oh, King in Spades. Just ordered my wife and mine's armies.
I
Ooh,
now
awesome.
have an
Rainbow
elite grinder
or
and
unicorn
automatic
themed orc
rifle.
art.
Elite Angel
What?
and Elite Welder.
I've really got to see that, man. When she gets that,
There's
I've
all
got to
sorts
see
of
what that
fancy-
army looks like. That's going to be nuts. And there's only blooming orcs that you could get away with doing that with. That's going to be crazy. Yep, you're going to have to show me a pic or something when she's painted that up. That sounds awesome. Thank you very much. No paint gun either.
No, someone keeps forgetting to put that on.
Someone keeps forgetting to remind someone to put it on.
Oh yeah. Hey, don't forget to put that on next time.
Should make a mod for that.
Yeah. Go on, Spaceball. Where's the mod at? I want a mod to remind me to put mods on. Spacebar's to-do list mod.
I wish you could just.
Why is that not a thing, Spacebar? Why do you not have a list mod?
Isn't that just a LCD panel?
Yeah, but then you could add it to the list.
That's true.
The list should be the first mod that he does from the list.
Yeah.
you think if he adds too many things to the list, then it'll start sinking off to one side?
I don't think I want to react to that.
Yep.
I just, no, I don't think. I actually thought better of you, Textfile. For some reason.
Once again, are you new here?
For some reason.
To the courthouse?
Slightly higher opinions than that. I don't know. Once again, my hopes dashed.
Are you expecting to innovate, or
I think I prefer.
Okay, yeah.
I prefer iterating. Thank you very much.
Yes.
I'm just gonna start shooting both of them.
Are you saying that we're getting irritating?
What? That's not even a pun.
No, I guess he's going with the words that start in I now. Alright, that's about 80k uranium I just dropped off, or not uranium, magnesium I just dropped off at base. That refining.
So you're saying that it's not an irritating innovation iteration?
Where is he?
Now, that's alliteration now. I don't understand how that's relevant, but okay. You got anything else in your repertoire, Mr. Dixon?
No, I'm gonna dull it out very carefully.
He's about to be irradiated with a nuclear bomb if he doesn't stop.
Ouch! Damn it!
Apparently, that changed our reputation with a bunch of people. None of them was Textfire.
Can't make this do a thing yet. No.
Alright, magnesium.
Yay, I found a spot for them. Might need to do some investigating. These aren't puns! They're just words that begin with I!
Yes. Let the hatred flow.
I don't think Basebar wants to investigate this case now.
They're not.
Now what's exploding?
I don't know. Apparently there's an arrowhead that's bouncing into the...
What are you doing?
I didn't do it.
I was talking to the arrowhead.
Oh.
Oh, bless, it's got small hydrogen tanks on it.
Why?
Alright. Do we have trust in every direction? Did we get to that point or no?
Yeah, we have thrust in every direction.
Ow.
So are we ready to separate this thing or no?
No. It'd be good for it to have things like an shield, some
Well,
ammo,
I was going to, you know,
parts from the base.
reconnect it.
But why, it's already connected. Why chop it off if it's connected up already? Like there's a connector tube already running.
Yeah, I know. Never mind.
That's what I said. I'm worried about making those railgun bits of ammo because we don't have a lot of uranium left.
I wouldn't use the railguns at the moment, Tex.
Nope.
I wasn't making ammo for them.
No, I know,
Neither am
but they're uranium based. You might as well put something else on there for the time being. Something we can make, you know. We can always replace them with railguns later.
Lasers.
But having something on the... Well, he's got connection ports there, so we could put something chunkier than a laser. I wonder if there's something... Maybe the Tellians? I seem to remember they being quite reasonable. Well, I'm pretty sure they needed a connection port on them.
Yeah, and we've got Mark 1s that we're not going to be able to make ammo for right now, but...
Ooh, try the Tellians. We've got ammo for the Mark 1, what, the torpedoes? Yeah.
No, the torpedoes and the batteries.
Okay. All my experience with those Mark 1s at the moment are that they're anemic as all hell, but we'll see.
Well, we can replace with something else, definitely.
Have a look at how this fits, Tex. Because of its base, it actually sits into that window space almost nicer.
Which one is that one?
The Tellian flak turret.
Yeah. Sure.
I don't know, just looking through options. There's a Tellian flak, a Tellian anti-missile. Or, where are these? Oh no, these. No, they don't attach in a good place. Damn it! I thought you could fit some of those massive Tellian battery things there, but their connection point's a bit dumb. Is there any gun that uses rock as ammo? Yeah, you can make a gun that uses rock as ammo. They don't work anymore, but well, they don't. Sorry, they don't do any damage really anymore.
Yeah, those look good.
I think there's actually a mod that uses gravel for ammo.
Yeah, like the Peacekeeper?
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
Why can I not paint this yet?
Do we actually need more thruster components? I see there's some queued up in one of the queues, but I wonder if that's just been randomly added.
Let me look and see if there's any unfinished.
There aren't on
thrusters.
ours.
Ah,
By the way, this is a cool looking turret. The MCRN PDC.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yep.
It's a new card turret. That's a really... Always love that model.
Very good at anti-engineer defense.
Yes. Good at, AKA, it's very good at tracking Farrell.
I should probably turn those
Exceptionally
Hellions off just before they start shooting spids.
They won't have ammo, I don't think, but
Yeah, just on general, general purposes.
1, 2. Oh, there are only 4. Okay.
Hmm?
I'll leave a few empty spots for now as well.
I like the random inset cargo container on the side of the whatever they call this.
Yeah, it
With a
does need a
catwalk.
name.
Oh, like I'm not making fun of that. I actually legit kind of like that. Oh, my energy's low.
Excalibur made a Gatling turret that uses gravel for ammo recently. I do hope that the Gatling turret is not very good.
Yeah, that would be pretty overpowered.
Basically.
Gatling that uses gravel. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not too bothered about the personal space of these PDC turrets. I'm sorry, guys. They are being invaded by the. There's no social distancing between these turrets.
Oh god, that's a scary thought for a mod.
I mean,
What?
it's- this thing
anybody-
doesn't. Sorry.
Anybody remember off the top of their head what the Tellian fires?
Nope.
Hop her down, go into the control panel fort, and see what you get.
Which Tellian?
Black.
The flak. Potentially something with flak in the name.
Yep, 40mm flak shell stacks.
Oh, there we go. Oh, nice. It only takes iron and magnesium. Not bad.
Well,
We might not have that
Mag's,
stuff. You gotta be
Mag's
careful
pretty
with it.
bad.
And then
Starts
what is
with
the-
magnesium, but then next thing you know, they're asking for nickel, and then cobalt. And once they got you hooked, man, that's it. It's game over.
Okay,
The Mechanicus
PDCs
asks not.
use
PDC are
20
comfortable. I know what they use for making them.
Just familiarizing myself.
And either they've made or someone cleared them out of the production menu.
Mm,
Because I did queue a bunch up. And oh no, they pulled it through.
I just lucked out. I can paint my grid.
where are we putting the shield emitter?
It's already down, it's on the back.
Oh, okay. We just need to finish it.
Yep.
I think I have everything on the front part done. Oh, you've got vertical launch tubes too.
Yep. The mods for the engine isn't a work in progress so much as a very, very old mod. That's it's slightly surprising even works still, to be honest.
Fuel critical.
Thrusters haven't changed a whole lot, to be honest.
Yeah, but these use some funky emisses and so on. I wouldn't have been surprised to find that that had changed.
Oh,
You think about how they render the thrust itself.
yeah, true.
It's a bit unusual.
Oh, you mean like the flames?
The flames, yeah.
Oh no, that's just a that's always been the same. It's just thruster flame. It's been scaled up like a stupid amount.
For a base ship, this thing is rather well armed.
Yeah, well, we know which universe we exist in.
This is true.
So's everything else.
This is true. Alright.
You know, it almost feels like there should be a door here that leads out to this platform. I don't know why.
Could be done. Easy enough.
Because it just seems like there should be, I don't know, a landing pad or something here. For a fighter or a miner or something.
Out of gold again.
Ooh, or a radar dish.
Again? What the heck are you guys building over there that requires 1 million superconductors?
Yes.
It's not just them that require gold. Field emitters also require gold.
Ah, right. Gold and platinum tax.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it took like, what, 2 episodes to get enough to get your ship up and running, so hopefully we can do it a bit quicker.
Oh, and I don't even have a jump drive on this thing yet either. No room for one.
No room for one?
That door does not look like that works.
I have 2 landing gear.
Okay, roger.
That's my jump drive.
Okay, so what I'm hearing there is I should leave the 2 shoulders on the back of this ship, which are nicely raised up and flat at the moment. And flat at the moment, and not meant to modify them.
In the grand style of the good intentions, yes, the shoulders should be left bare.
Oh man, you should have seen Green Team jumping around. It was ugly as hell.
No, I believe I was probably about as bad as we were on the red team when it came to jumping stuff.
Just like, okay, we got a couple of ships with jump drives. Everything landing gear on where you can find a space. Let's go.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Oh wow, that door actually fits pretty well in those.
Doesn't it? Yeah. I was just noticing that.
Surprisingly well. I mean, there's a little bit more of a sticking out bit back here, but
Okay, to explain this HUD for you guys, this is part of Weaponcore. It's a shame I can't get
thick,
my mouse
there
up to
literally
show
is
you. Is
nowhere
there any...
to put a jump drive on.
Ooh. There you go. Oh no, pressing Windows key moves it which
All right,
direction?
then, challenge accepted. I'll figure out a way to cram one on. After I get more gold.
There you go. So, this is a Weaponcore readout about the ship I currently have targeted, which is over that direction somewhere. So this shows me how far away it is. Further towards that end, it's going to tell you
however,
distance.
is not gonna
This
be
is
easy to
what
do.
is deemed its threat level to me.
I wish we
How
had,
scary
like,
I should consider it. AKA, in this case, don't mess with it.
forward style antenna.
I believe this angle, this icon
Does this thing even
is
have an antenna? That's a good
for
question.
sub-targeting. I can't remember that one specifically. And then there is a final icon that you can't see at the moment because I'm not moving, that is about whether or not I am closing on it or it's closing on me or vice versa.
Down, wouldn't it?
But it is part of the targeting system, and you can actually get more than one of these up at once. There's a sub-targeting system as well.
Unless. What is it welding?
Heisenberg compensators.
Ooh, the antenna dish. Does that actually act as a radio?
Yeah, I think it's just a regular antenna.
But it takes 40 components. Good lord.
I don't think it has anything special about it, other than it's just a giant antenna.
Yeah, I have no idea where actually to put the turret on this antenna on this thing. Other than along the spine or the...
I wouldn't
On
put
the
an
bottom.
antenna on it. I'd put a beacon on it. Yeah, I wouldn't put an antenna on it. I'd put a beacon on it, to be honest.
That I can fit in a little easier.
Yeah, well, it's not only do they take up less space, so are considerably more aesthetic, pleasing wise, but also with Mr. Lucas in play, I think a beacon's a little more safe.
Yeah, I just didn't know if we needed to be able to remote control something at some point.
How long have
When
you been
has that
playing
ever
with this mod?
When have you ever willingly done that? The last time I can think of us choosing to remote control something, and it was only because it was the only way we could do it, is back in group survival. The only reason we did it then is because we had to. Because there wasn't a seat in the drone. We have missile racks. We have an upwards and downwards firing missile.
You kind of closed off the lower deck with your missile launcher.
No, it didn't.
Yeah. Getting
yeah.
from the front to the rear is not impossible now.
No, this massive line of gyros is what's closed off the bottom deck.
Well, massive thing of gyros was there before.
Was slapped down at some point randomly, apparently, because... Well,
No, I was very deliberate about it.
okay, well, I would very deliberately use the HS gyro that would need maybe 2 of.
This power hungry thing, that gyro.
So is an entire bottom deck full of gyros. Like, literally, the entire bottom deck is full of gyros now.
You are welcome to pull those out and put in whatever you want. Somebody said something about putting in gyros, so I just slapped some down.
We'll have enough to put in one because I made 1 gyro for my ship and it was so incredibly overpowered I ripped it right back out.
Okay, and all my testing on this ship so far for Weaponcore has been done with 3 of them fitted. So I know how it behaves already with the HS gyros.
This is true.
Well, ink them out, put some HS gyros in there. You're not offending me.
You can also use the other set of stickers too.
I'm offended that you're not offended.
You can bite me.
Given we've got a pair of HS fusion reactors at the back here, I think we'll be alright. Baseball, why are you yellow?
I'm green.
Is that green? I don't know.
I'm lime green. Bright green.
I don't know.
You super green?
He's not blue.
Soylent green? Wait.
And I would have to launch into a song.
Ow.
Solid green. You should know by now, the grinder still wins this,
Oh.
or we collide with each other. In a collision that in which I take no damage whatsoever and you die. Apparently.
Are you telling me that Soylent Green is spacebar?
Has been all the time. He's bright light green. I mean,
I thought it was Colonel Mustard in the observatory with the lead pipe. Oh man.
colorblind, goddammit. I don't know. We also need to start transferring stuff onto the ship if we're going to leave.
Yep.
Like we could do with taking down the reactor we've got on the main base. Because we've got 2 on that ship. Unless we plan to leave the main base with a shield running, but it's not going to last very long on its own.
Oh.
Not unless
Well,
it can run off
for-
the batteries and the solar.
For that matter, we could transfer. We could use that to finish out the shield for this one. Could we not?
True, I don't think they... For some reason, I feel like shields should break their field emitters when they get ground down, but they don't, so yeah. I'll be back in 1 second, guys.
Why is chat talking? I'm not even gonna ask.
Oh, I'm stealing that. It's not easy seeing green.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Uh,
Gasped nicely. Maybe Nab and DE can record that for you.
I have to do it on, like, need some merch where it's like the really awkward combination of green and brown, where the logo's in brown and the shirt's green, but they're close enough that you can barely read it. And of course, I wouldn't be able to read it at all. Just go out with it. Unknown.
How would you even know?
Well, you guys would. That was the point. If you get them close enough, no one colorblind will be able to read it.
Oh god, that sounds awful. The next time somebody's just gonna send you a shirt without the writing, and you'll never know. They'll be like scamming you.
Oh god, what have I started? All right, now anything I get merch-wise that happens to be green, I'm gonna need to like stick into Photoshop and desaturate just to double check there's nothing written on the background
Yeah,
of it.
QC, there you go.
I always forget how bright these beacons are when you get right up on them.
Yeah, the only problem with taking apart our shield generator in order to build that one is there is going to be a point in which we have no shield
No
generator.
shields, yes, I know.
Plus, the base has still got stuff on it we probably want.
Yeah,
like
not fair.
half the refining, basically.
Well, yeah, but I'll start getting rid of things like the HS assemblers from the base, I think.
You're kind of needing those for the field emitters, right?
No,
now,
we've got
aren't you?
HS assemblers on the ship as well.
Hmm.
Well, there's less of them, but it's our hold up
Yeah,
isn't
you may just
hot.
have to. You may have to re-queue what's been queued up automatically, though.
Yeah, indeed. I'm just saying, anyway.
Do you have a name
Wish-
for
I
that?
wish-
Oh, go ahead.
No, it just seems to be our evening for it. We're talking over each other the whole time. I wish there was a way to do a sort for things that are not on the ship in inventory
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
without having
And-
to name everything.
Then how would you find what's not on the ship if it's not on the ship?
Well, like connected.
Oh, you mean like not in the ship inventory, but in a connected inventory? Okay, I see where you're
Yes.
going there. Yep.
Because, like, for instance, I have no idea which containers are actually on the ship to drag into and are on the base.
Yes, he wants a, when he says not on the grid, he means like an inverse of the show this grid's cargo only button. Which, yeah, I definitely agree with, because then you can have one on one side, one on the other side, and hey, drag from one to the other.
That was a bit of chunky lag there for a second. And a little bit more.
How big is it? Oh, for... Jesus Christ. I knew before I even got it out. I was like, this is going to be enormous. It's not as big as, not as big as it could have been for Krieg, but still.
Alright, see if I can find any more hidden cargo containers in this grid. You said you wanted to start taking the fusion reactor apart?
The fusion reactor we can do for sure, yeah.
Wasted.
The fusion reactor we can do for sure, yeah.
Do you want to just come paint it pink rather than grinding it forever?
Strike drone Mark 2 up above. We're also out of gold again.
I just dropped off like
Oh.
12k.
Okay, maybe we're not then. I don't know. You didn't say. I am not a mind reader.
But if you weren't consulting in an inventory, how did you know we were out of gold? Were you trying to mind read the program?
No, it was the last time I'd looked we were out of gold and no one had said anything about going and getting any.
Fair enough.
Do we have any H2 generators on the new grid? I don't remember seeing any.
Don't know. Can't remember.
That might be useful.
Or one, maybe.
Yeah.
Case is opening up.
And a dead striker. Dead-ish.
It's too far going for me to borrow.
It's not. Front is not dead. It's still floating around down there.
I don't know what it's doing, yeah.
Maybe it was on the rebound or something. Hit the ground.
What was that? Oh.
Added another laser
Can
or
you
two.
turn any of these turrets off?
No. None of the ones I've built. If you've built extra stuff, then maybe. But the ones I've stuck on there are all off. I've already made some of the groups text. By making 2 lots of groups, it's going to make the Weaponcore stuff much more difficult to use. Because I've already set up most of the groups text. So by making duplicates of the groups, it's going to make the Weaponcore stuff like doubly as long to scroll through.
Okay, well, I'd added a whole bunch of things that weren't in the groups. But I can absolutely let you remake things. I'm just trying to transfer stuff over right now, and it's full-time
I
job.
was talking about the battleship and PVC groups, which I don't think you've added any of at all. Those are the MCRN weapons and the battleship cannons on the back.
Thank you, game, for that.
I made one group of battleship turrets.
And the PDCs as well. There was 2 groups for that as well.
Yep.
Well, now it's got lots of DACA, and it hasn't necessarily ruined it, so double win.
What's a K3 droid mainframe? What?
Hmm.
Some weird component.
They go for the K3 turrets, HSR K3 turrets, apparently. Oh, I like these lockers right next to the doors.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually neat.
Yeah, front end looks really good. Yeah, front end looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little hard to navigate internally.
Yeah.
I got lost the first time running through, but... Somehow there's like 4 floors in there. Mr. Darkus. The Mechanicas are busy this evening, with a lot of backyard tips, apparently.
Okay, I think other than raw mats, which dragging over now. We've got everything off of the station containers. I take that back. There's some medium cargo containers that are isolated from the grid. So I don't know where that stuff is.
Well, the giveaway is in the name.
Well, medium would
also-
be in a small
Yeah, it
ship.
means it's a
We're
small
also
ship.
firing at something. An assault drone, corrupt assault drone.
Oh yeah, so there is
2
one there.
kilometers.
No, Lucas, something's weird's happened with our... Like, when we started, everyone was friendly with us, and I don't know why. It's almost like we need the old NPC faction helper, except you don't anymore. We've had a huge factory ship. It was called the Trade Surplus. How long it takes before we're back there again, I don't know.
Yeah, floor plan may have gotten a little convoluted. But this is a fair cop.
This is what happens if you leave text for an atlas for too long. This interior needs more floors.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta use the space up.
Oh, nice, Rip. GG.
Uh-oh.
Kind of sad that the laser turrets don't have a
I
sound.
may have just cut a programmable block loose on the station. Hope that wasn't running anything.
If it was, it's-
Rotation logic? That sounds like the
The one, yeah, we probably want that back.
solar panel.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, we probably need that one back.
Yep.
Of the choices, probably the only one on the grid that we're actually going to keep using.
What script was it?
That'll be Izzy's solar alignment, I'm guessing.
Kind of wish these laser turrets had some sort of sound to them. It's weird seeing just seeing beams shoot out without.
I can imagine it'd get really annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
What are you doing, Farrell? Just kind of looking at the assault drone and this shit. Oh, Abby. The shipping forecast, Space Engineers style.
Oh, I'm glad the bug is back where when you land hard on something, you get a random clang noise. It's honestly one of my favorite bugs.
Yes, I imagine so. Careful with what's being dissembled here. We've managed to take apart the tubing that connects one of the refineries to the ship. Careful with what we're deconstructing here. The tubing that connects one of the refineries to the ship is now gone.
Should only have been gone for a second. I'm replacing them
Oh, right, fair enough.
with conveyors, but I'm just trying to get rid of the ridiculous plethora of small cargo containers that are making my life miserable.
No, one of the refineries still can't be got out.
Okay.
I see the Mechanicus struggling for more advice at this point.
Which one?
I don't know, whichever one is Refinery 1.
Okay.
It's one of those two down there, but which side it is, I don't know.
Here,
I don't know what's-
I'm gonna grind it for a second. Is that the one?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay.
All right, I gotta copy paste it and see if it fixes the problem. I think we tried this before and it helped quite a bit, but I'm having problems with the turrets again.
Okay, how about now? I'm gonna turn you off. I'm gonna turn the Talions off so they quit shooting bugs. Dead bugs at that. Your refinery working now?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't know quite happened there. I took a cargo container out and replaced it with a conveyor junction, so it should have been 1-for-1, but oh well.
Hey, Lucian.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Deadly.
Always.
What did I just
Perpetually.
accidentally delete?
Now that I can't tell you.
Oh, there's a torpedo. Oops.
Target selected. And is the assault drone moving on its own power, or am I actually shooting it? And I'm just not seeing the lasers.
No, that I do not know.
Where is it?
Moving out behind the pink thing. Further down the lake bed.
Oh wow, that's miles away.
It just took off all of a sudden on its own. I don't know if it's because my laser started shooting it or it legit. I don't think it's being hit by my lasers because I'm not seeing the turrets even move, but we saw that problem before too.
It certainly doesn't look like it's in a state where it could just take off on its own. To be fair,
Yeah.
it doesn't have any thrusters, so.
But it's not even showing as a valid target for me anymore because it's got no power, no
Well, it's got
parts.
nothing left of it now. Yeah.
Maybe just
Like,
got
look,
off.
there is a bit of a grid here, but like it's a couple of broken thrusters and a cargo container slowly rolling down a hill.
All right, let's try moving over to something that's still intact enough to show up as a target. Come on, game. I'm looking right at something you're saying is a target here.
That's how I was hoping those would look and work. Just tall enough to sort of poke out at certain angles.
Someone's got an unknown signal out there. It's picking up. It's not my unknown signal.
Oh, Archer Power 9. Inner shield.
Yeah, it's almost like someone's been out and been doing gold runs on top of Farrell because what Farrell brought back wasn't enough.
How is... Okay, game.
Yeah, right.
Sure. Apparently those are both now friendlies, even though they've got red pips on them.
Well, they are both, like, what you're trying to target down there is
Yeah,
literally just rubble.
chunks. Yeah. But the funny thing is it's still
I know
showing
it's
up
got they've
as
got
a-
red like highlights on them. I've seen that as well when I'm in the cockpit. But yeah, this is like it's not even powered.
Yep.
Speaking of which, what are we going to call this thing? Do you have any names? We'll start arming the car containers.
Hey Anthony, I'm
Hmm.
working on getting something done during the Rona situation that we're in at the
That was
moment. More
relatively
guide videos
straightforward what his
perhaps.
name is gonna be.
But yeah, I've
Given
not
what the
stopped
front end
doing
looks
SOF
like.
videos.
But it looks
Planning at the moment.
wonderful. And it doesn't look like Jordi LaForge at all. So.
No, it doesn't because Geordie
Does
No, it
kinda
doesn't
look
because
like
Geordie
it.
LaForge's things are over his eyes, whereas this guy wears
Yep.
it over his mouth.
It's just a big grin.
You know what you need is some programming block.
A friendly
You can run a script that will turn the emissive color on the thrusters over to red and sweep them back and forth.
Wentex asked about the O2H2 generator
That's
and then
what
said
we've
we
got
should
right
have
now.
one. What he meant was, I've not looked. Do you want to go and look
By
for
your
it?
command.
And the answer is yes, we do have one.
I think I'm going to. I've
Ah,
got
you're
one
right, yep.
in.
It's Bender bending LaForge.
No, see, now it sounds like we're trying to make some comment about gender and
No, Bender bending
Manchurian
Rodriguez
Bender
is
LaForge.
the full name of Bender from the Futurama series text.
is it
Yes.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I never knew that. Oh, that's awful.
There you go.
The reality bender.
So no, I was not making any social commentary whatsoever. He just has a stupid name.
What's his name again? Bender.
Bender bending Rodriguez. Rodriguez, sorry.
Bender bending Rodriguez. Okay. Well, Okay. I think we have to call it Bender.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's got to be.
Oh, we got horsefly drones coming in.
Should we make ship face?
What would we should call it?
I didn't actually watch that show, in my defense, guys.
You should, because Futurama is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many games, movies, and things that are amazing that I haven't seen, unfortunately. Because the amount of time, hours in the day is limited.
Why have I forgotten the name of the robot he has a thing with on the moon? The Crashinator.
Crashinator, yeah.
The Thrashinator?
The Crashinator.
Crashinator. Ooh, that seems an inauspicious name for a ship. Just gonna put
Okay,
that out there.
I'm definitely not seeing lasers on my end for some reason. I
I'm not
see the
seeing-
base's lasers firing, but I can't see my own ships firing. But I can now see the turrets are tracking.
The tracking, I'm not seeing fire from.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense. They're all enabled and ready to go.
There is most definite tracking involved. Look at it track.
Yeah, now it's swimming
In
in the
all of its-
background and locked on the one on the ground.
Carbon fiber goodness.
But it's not firing.
And I have a go.
Well, your stuff was definitely firing. I was seeing the lasers coming from over my head.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I even saw my 75s kicked in. I actually had to come over here and turn those off because those were definitely firing.
Goodbye, Spaceball.
We already named one, so much for subtlety.
Hello.
Hello. Ow.
Oh, that's a good
Adult.
point. We could, however, do something that's very...
Well, that works well.
Okay, my
Two
railgun
people spawn
turrets.
out of Farrell's survival thing at the same time. You get stuck.
Okay, railgun turrets are a bit bugged for me too. They're not showing me ammo when I put them in. That's weird.
Here, let's come up with a name.
And what name would that be?
Nope. All good things will come in time.
It's not a bad name.
Yeah.
It's kind of long.
Mm,
And the so much for subtlety, it was short.
Shorter than all good things will come in time, yeah.
Okay, that is a fair point. Also, do we not have belt vision?
Yeah, we do.
We do.
True.
So, clicking
You're
on
welcome for
things
me,
with the
bud.
middle wheel is not doing anything.
That's not built vision.
Am I?
But
There you go. Never mind.
Turrets are definitely tracking.
Oh,
Ah,
got it.
that was really close. That would have been bad.
Oh dear.
And slightly funny. What is it?
I appreciate the aid, Mr. Spacebar. Swift reactions on the welder.
Shield has overloaded.
Uh-oh.
Whoa!
Oh god. Taking hits.
What? What is he shooting
What?
at us?
Something big up in the sky.
Something just blew the middle out of the rear.
Oh yeah, something big. It's cargo units, SEMS.
Yep. Let's check out one of the
It's got
one
no
of the cargo
beacon.
containers.
It's more than 5,000 meters away.
It's more than 5,000 meters away, and in 2 shots took down the base shield and then blew a hole in the top of the ship.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not good.
Yep.
Yeah, that's really not good.
Okay, this is bad. This is very bad. I'd be more accurate.
It's just since I have no idea what actually went in that spot.
I think I know what sort of guns it's going to have on it as well.
You want me to see if I can go after it?
Nope.
Okay.
Where'd my body go? Man. Got some good stuff in my body. I wasn't even out. Stupid game.
Fortunately, it looks like Weaponcore can target it just fine, even if it's got no antenna on it.
Yeah,
I'm
it
tracking
can.
it right now.
Oh, it took out the torpedo tube. That's what was there. The vertical launch.
Took out half the roof and the gyroscope and a bunch of thrusters.
Ooh.
That's what was in that specific spot, yeah, but
Oh, did it take out the Dark Star? Did it take out the shield?
Base shield's up and intact.
yeah, the shield on this was never running.
Oh, okay.
It was the base shield that was running.
I'm having trouble finding that torpedo. It's obviously not called a torpedo.
That's because it's not a torpedo.
It is the M8 destroyer launcher. Ow.
Yeah, it's the other one.
Alright, I think everything's plumb now.
That's exterior done at least.
Looks like you might have lost the PDC arrows, just cut off and hasn't been ground down yet down here.
Say again?
You might have lost a PD laser point defense weapon down here.
Okay.
Let's see, cut that off earlier. Actually, yeah, I think it's... You had it right on top of the card connected here. It definitely got hit.
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
further
that
up.
was. I know where that's from, don't I?
Yep. I'll let you put that back on because it's got the right color, but...
Well, no, actually, everything I'm replacing at the moment is white because. Fuck it.
Well, in that case, I can put that back.
It's not that I'm not seeing the chat, EOD. It was
Okay,
that I
I think I
wanted
got
to get
things
that
dragged back in.
repaired and fixed up before it annoyed me that that had happened. Because 5-kilometer range weapons that can break through shields that quickly is a bit dumb. But hey, just fix it.
Two of those HS will be enough.
Can't blueprint all the while it's attached to the base, Captain
Unless you got some
Reaper,
more squared
and
away
a
somewhere
projector
else, but I
will
don't see
whack
'em.
in somewhere else.
I think it was
Yeah,
just
2 of those will be fine. Shadowrun, last one. Right, we're gonna nick a name for this, I think, from the from the culture series again. In relation to recent events, they had a rather nice ship that was called. No, don't put those there, please. They'll block the shield.
Oh, right, yeah.
They had a lovely ship called Its Character Forming.
I like it.
Oh, I just went ahead and labeled all the cargo containers Bowie-nator.
I mean, what they're labelled as doesn't really matter, to be fair, as long as it's
Yeah.
something different.
It's different. And you know, Bowie. Fender.
Eh,
Like,
not
hang
sure
on with
the link
something,
is
and I
jumping
was
out to me.
Gender bending, Bowie. The original.
I'm getting
Yeah.
a drink. Someone just blew a hole in my ship and then text fire arrived. It's time for a beer.
Tex was here the whole time. After the damage, call it the wasted effort. Lone Star. That's what you should name it, huh? Yeah, I agree. See you soon, Bowie. See you soon. Hey, chat's on board with this. I don't know why you guys have such a problem with it.
All of chat's under arrest.
Chat's never been on board with really awful ideas before.
No, not at all.
Wow, I just raised my reputation with Spirit by 5.
For those awful puns?
Yes.
That was considered universal war with all factions if you do that too much.
We punned too quickly. Greedily. We were not ready for what came. I don't think anybody's talking bad about David Bowie. Far from it. So what is a destroyer launcher? Besides something that fires a destroyer missile.
Good question.
Guys, the jump drive is exposed because, as you've seen, it really doesn't matter whether it's exposed or not if we get hit. If the shields fail, the shields have failed, and there's now a big hole in the ship.
Spacebar is busy greebling away.
What are you doing, Spacebar?
I don't know.
It looked good already.
No,
I don't think the defensive glass is what we need.
I was trying something, it didn't work.
On the other hand, catwalk would look pretty nice.
No.
Like a little grid.
No.
No, you don't think?
No, because it'll stand out from the profile. At the moment, that side profile and everything's all lined up nicely. It follows the angle round because the edges of the block itself are also angled. You stick some grids on, it sticks out from the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
I would propose, get whatever you need hooked up.
I'm already hooked up.
Get the
I'm
hell
ready
out
to
of
go.
here.
I'm waiting on you guys.
But there were things that needed doing, Texfire. You might have been waiting on us, but unfortunately they don't do themselves.
Our refinery is still refining platinum on the base.
We might need what?
It's got about
You think-
7,000 left.
Do you think we need any more capacitors for our shields?
There are no capacitors. I don't know what shield you're thinking of, but this shield does not have capacitors.
Oh no,
I'm
thinking
emptying
of
out
the other
the one on the
I'm
base
thinking of the
and
other
putting
one.
you up.
I just think we're missing an opportunity because when we take off we could go Bowie-nators in space.
We could, but that's not.
Flight of Concords hasn't done much recently, have they?
No.
Pretty much dropped off the face of the earth.
All right, that refinery is empty.
That one's out of the one that's got bugger all in it. I've just turned it off, Farrell, so it doesn't grab any more out of the cargo system.
Okay, so both the ones on the base are empty and good to go.
You ready to dock the miners up?
I've already done that.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm ready to go. What about you guys?
Yep.
Did we get all the platinum, everything out and moved over?
I am about 99% certain that we've got everything, but I suggest that we just wait until we disconnect and make sure that there isn't a whole bunch of stuff left in the station inventory.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
But the Bowie-nator containers are all fairly flush.
It's my new trick, spacebar. That is Bobby to pink. You just can't tell.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't know why these connectors keep grabbing all this stuff, though.
Not that it seems to be working, mind. It did on the other part, which is a bit weird.
Oh, whoa,
Why?
I-
Why?
what? Who did that?
Who
Seriously.
did what?
Who just disconnected us?
Me?
Not me.
Okay, well, I was not expecting that.
I'm not sure why you're in the driving seat.
'Cause that's where I was doing all my work. Setting up the driver's seat so it actually had controls. Chris, what happened to your thing?
Took it apart.
I might have took it apart. There really wasn't much point in saving it.
You got a pretty significant amount of force coming out down at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
How's your climb rate look?
I
I
don't
haven't
know.
tried to climb yet.
Can I take the flight seat, please?
Yep, I was waiting for somebody to get here.
Thank you.
I suspect if you pitch up, you'll be okay, but it's definitely...
Again, it's been tested. I actually added more thrusters since last time.
Okay.
Before we go anywhere, I want to double check that there's no crossover with the weapon core groups. We can hover here, all right. We've got 11 hours of power, but as soon as I start to move, that's going to drop. But yeah, if the weapon core groups aren't right, you know how fiddly it is to mess around in combat with those. Was it PD X for the lasers? Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume everything I'm seeing as a weird connected grid's just the electric miner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which has its stuff in its own group, so that's cool.
Do we want to put a gravity generator on this? Sorry. Do we want to put a gravity generator on whatever we're calling this?
No, I don't think so. Unless you got a...
Okay.
When you
No,
put
just-
this stuff on the bar, Tex, what did you put Mark 1 battery and Mark 1 torpedo as?
I just dragged over the individual selectifiers.
Okay, so it is selectifier rather than anything else.
Yeah. Should be. I looked for
I
the one that didn't give
think
me
it
any
is.
options.
I think it is, but I'm just double checking because it's one of the ones that doesn't have a thing above it. If you know what I mean, the bar doesn't tell me what it's on.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
And make sure we're not leaving anything at the base grid.
Yep, I'm working on that over now.
Alright.
There's a bunch of ice.
I've got a lot of ice on board already, like 40k, so...
Yeah, there's a couple 100,000 on the base.
I'm not worried about that per se. I'm mostly worried about other things that we need, like gold, nickel, silicon, whatever.
And things can potentially be broken down for useful stuff. Yep.
Oh, can someone jump on the electric miner quickly and dab off its dampers? I can't believe that's still a thing that Space Engineers does, but there you go.
Yep, done.
There you go, now it's not fighting us. Surely it should know when it's connected, but...
Surely not.
All aboard.
Give me 1 second. Get one more thing of ice.
I need to get out of the shields of the base in order to get our shields up.
Yep. Alright, I'm aboard.
I am as well.
There's no shield controller on the ship.
Oh, that
Need a
would
shield
be-
controller table at the front somewhere quickly. They're not expensive, thankfully, Farrell. It's just computers and so on. It's only the...
Could say that was going to be. That would explain why I don't see a shield bubble on you at all.
Yep. It's alright, the miner's got a shield on the back. That'll sort us out.
Let me grab components for that real quick. So, there we go. And we'll put it up here on the stab deck.
Right. For a chat,
it'd be a
little game
coffee
for you
table.
guys while we get prepared to take off.
Okay, should have
Keen
shield controller
update
now.
stream on Friday, tomorrow. What are they releasing in the update? Wrong answers only.
Oh no.
Water.
A PC branch update.
New class of grid size, medium class grids.
Medium grids are well like it.
Something innovative. Like,
That is the wrong answer.
Alright, I'm going to go for SpaceX themed parts.
Ooh, there
Official
we go.
SpaceX parts.
Oh, that would never happen. I would love to see Elon Musk and Merrick
Branded
in the same
underwear.
room with each
Oh,
other.
nice. A working game. Oh, brutal. Brutal. There's a lot of people just going for actual fixes. Free DLC. Oh, bug patches. Oh, brutal. Brutal.
Faster ladders.
cameras to LCDs.
Dignity. Ah, there we go. That might be a winner there.
Oh, wow.
Sepia filter. There is no. We
You
can do
guys
that.
are
See, Tex, you thought we were salty.
You guys are so much more brutal than we are. Jeez.
Textfire, can you share control of the shield controller table that you built with everybody, please?
Sure. Would you like? Yeah.
I'd like to be able to use it if I can.
I am sharing with my faction.
Why is it showing up red? Although it's also telling me that the shields are charging, so I don't know, and I can see the shields. Let me turn them on to visible.
Okay, how about now?
Yep, that fixed it.
Yeah, I just turned it off share and then back on again.
Oh, there you go. Now we have a shield too.
Shall we go to
Let's go.
space today?
Should we find, where's the uranium GPS, Mr. Farrell? Can you share that? Because that's got to be our first stop, surely.
Yep.
Can we get to the uranium safely and back?
And
Also-
I feel like you should name it
Yeah.
something other than small static grid 1253.
It's a good name.
It's got a certain je ne sais quoi. A sponsorship with Coca-Cola and Burger King.
Xbox DLC. Now you can buy a PC and play Space Engineers. There you go.
Social distancing for spiders.
New face mask engineer skin. When you open up the visor, you've got a face mask on now.
Okay.
Oh no. Every time I go from third to first person, it renders in the LODs.
We have a long way to go, Mr. Farrell. And
Short time to get there.
potentially quite, I mean, if nothing else, there's at least one enemy between us and there.
Well, certainly judging by that hunter drone firing on the other ship out there.
Did you turn all of our turrets back on?
No, I've got them on control, don't worry.
Okay.
Can I have perhaps Mr. Texfire monitoring shields and shield controller, and Mr. Spacebar on the jump drives?
Okay.
Oh yeah, jump drives. Right.
Look, if the worst comes to worst, I'm getting out of here, whether you're attached or not.
Besides, we have landing gear. We can connect to you and then jump with you.
Okay, I just have to build out the back of the ship. Mirror the front half of it, flip it over, stick a jump drive in, stick it on the solar panels. I'm sure it'll be fine.
We fly, boys and girls, we fly. Fleet, no less.
Modern.
Not really a fleet.
Hmm.
But
Is it?
that's something.
Well, 2 ships, that counts, right?
Raytech base ship is like
I mean-
auto-targeting for me, it seems.
Yeah. No, it definitely is. Cool UI. Cool HUD stuff. There's a lot of red out there. Just saying.
There's not a lot of red on my end, though.
No, mine is all white.
Yeah, they're all neutrals.
Oh, I've got a ton of spirit signals. Wonder why I'm seeing them.
Good cockpit view, Tex. That works out very nicely. It's a good cockpit view.
Oh, thank you.
Like it's actually functionally looking out the front of a large ship. Without it feeling like I've got, well, like you've gone and just covered the front with glass, and it's really, really vulnerable.
Yeah, those DLC windows actually do look pretty chunky, and that's one thing I can say for them.
Ah, that's a good point, guys. Can one of you guys jump out and grab a blueprint?
Already did.
Thank you. Only reason I won't is because you know it'll go to send us through the rigmarole of you're not in control of the ship, blah 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 blah.
And
we got that,
I've got one too.
There's going to be the encounter coming up on our right here that was shooting at our ships along the way. At least I know it. There's something there because I can target it, whatever it is. Forget class.
Oh wow.
Oh, I see what you mean, destroyer class.
I'm getting frigate on my end.
No, oh yeah, that's a good point. There's free. Looks like it's just scrapped though, Farrell. If you actually look at what
Yeah.
it's selecting, it looks like it's just remains.
Yeah, but there definitely was at one point a pirate base out here. Or
I think that's what that is. Yeah. One of the bits in there shows up as a destroyer class for me. I guess based on what it's got on it.
Yep, there you go. Like your.
Something shooting at us.
Yeah, that's something shooting at us, Farrell, rather than us shooting at them.
There's another scout class further out there too, whatever that one is. Yeah, Spurt Mayday, that's what it is. It's not showing up as red on my end either. But they're very much hostile. Okay. Cylons have hacked the Dredas.
Okay, so
Real
for
explanation.
fixed weapons in this text, instead of drawing them in like you normally would, you want to go to the groups instead and drag it onto the bar and just drag on the option toggle click to fire.
Okay.
And what that does is basically allow you to choose, like, it's permanently set to click to fire, but it allows you to choose multiple weapon groups to be click to fire all at once.
Gotcha.
I can confirm that the lasers fired by whatever craft that was did
Were
a
ridiculously
grand total
anemic.
of nothing. Yeah, now we know the shields are working, I am going to go into the table and turn off always visible to visible on here, because...
Farrell, do you mind shifting, sharing that again? I didn't actually pick it up in time.
The GPS?
Yeah.
Maybe always visible, but...
Thank you. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a bit of a drive, but you might want to adjust course a little bit, Farrell, there. You're drifting away a tad.
Uh-oh.
Nope, we're good.
Exile engineer.
He's fine.
He's off to our
off the
side. We won't trigger him. Yeah.
Okay.
Had to get a lot closer than that, thankfully.
Oh, it's nice to be airborne again.
Mm-hmm.
Or spaceborne, or whatever we want to call it. Moving.
Sailing the Black Sea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
I end up adding a gravity generator because it's kind of annoying to walk through.
Fair enough.
Did you-
If you want to do it, we probably got components.
Yeah.
We should have enough gravity components, to be honest.
By the way, did you put a beacon on that thing? Because I'm
I
not
did.
seeing. I am only seeing the electric miner's beacon.
It is called Beacon.
I am not seeing any sign of that at all. Just
Broadcast radius out to 500 meters, 5,000
Yeah.
meters.
yep, and same with mine. But I am definitely only seeing electric miner beacon too.
So Josh, the targeting of other ships is entirely wrapped into the whole weapon core thing we're doing.
There we go.
Okay, that's what that was.
It was Bob. It's okay. It's Bob.
Smoke and sparks started coming out from the shield generator on the back of the ship. All right, because you built it centerline, so that's where they appeared. I was just like, hang on a second, are we being shot? What's going on? No, it
Too
can't
soon.
end already.
Too soon.
I just told you I was going to do it too.
Turn off gravity gens when in combat. It will throw off targeting on weapons with drop.
Interesting.
So then, what's to stop you from not using a gravity generator turned up to max to just arc shots around you?
I don't think it throws off the targeting rather than the projectile, because I don't think, it sounds like the targeting doesn't distinguish between artificial and planetary gravity. Which
Okay.
it sounds like maybe it should.
Yeah. We've got a mean profile in front. I'm just going with that.
I mean,
If you ignore the eyes,
is there a paper bag of mod available in Space Engineers?
That shoot me is not amused. Wait, here we go. Perfect.
Need to make one of those like... No, you need to make one of them a different colour, not both. Even better. One of them needs to have a slightly wrong colour of red. It needs to be slightly pink instead or something.
what are we shooting at?
You shooting something?
Yeah, one of the turrets on the side is.
Which one?
Starboard side. Starboard front. I don't see anything down there though.
I don't see it shooting myself.
I don't either.
Okay.
It's pointing downwards for sure, but I don't see it shooting anything.
I'm just gonna ignore it then.
File it under reports for Darkstar.
Not sure if we have enough braking power.
Are you forgetting which thrusters we're using?
No. But given that we hadn't actually ever stopped yet,
I have.
being a little okay, fair enough.
Again, have flown around in this ship already. It's not as like, oh my god, the brakes have just been slammed on as the other ships are, but it still stops remarkably fast. There's a text fire.
Oh, it's shooting Farrell's ship.
It's
No, it's shooting
not
Wes.
shooting. There you are. I'll turn it off. Does that change anything?
Yeah, it stopped shooting now.
I'd turn the shields on to visible on hit, just because that way we can see when something is legitimately hitting something.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Mr. Texfire.
Yes.
You could do with some lights below, my friend.
Well, yeah, definitely. I had actually last week put a bunch of lights on, and then I think we rolled back to before I had done that.
I mean, in here there's a bit of a green vibe going on thanks to the beacon. But yeah.
Yeah, I had. Well, I've got it in some spots. So
I slapped a
obviously
few down as well. Those two at the front I put on. I don't know if they're where you want them. That was just, I can't see anything. I'd like some lights, please.
Fair enough.
Well, we're next to the uranium spot. I think.
Yeah, should be.
Yep. That's uranium.
Warning. Insufficient power.
Hey, Farrell. Fancy seeing you here. That's not the uranium, by the way.
We've got a drone.
Warning. Insufficient power.
Yeah.
It's kind of. What are you doing, drone? Yeah, it's dead now. Kinda.
Man, that is a lovely big chunk of uranium.
Yeah, it's a huge vein.
Thank you. Pretty sure I know what that was. Where's it going? Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah.
What's integrity
I'm
mode,
getting a
Terminator?
very Aliens isolation vibe. Which I approve of.
To be honest, if you guys want to come out and help hand mine alongside us, it'll probably help. The bobs in this will pick it up, you know. But if we can stop... Oop, I'm muted. Yeah, if you guys aren't doing anything without the guys who aren't in a miner, I mean, helping us hand mine here with a full inventory so it just spits it out and Bob grabs it would work as well. There's a lot of uranium, but we're not exactly grabbing it that quickly.
Okay.
Yep, can do.
We double check my Bob is actually on. Pick
Might be
up.
another elite drill in there somewhere.
Okay, so it's part of the shield modulator. Okay, I might have to get that. That's a side of the shield system I'd never really played around with. It feels like it's really low yield, but it's just not. Because it's uranium.
Yeah.
It's just like, it just doesn't take up that much cargo space in comparison to anything else.
Oh, I don't even have a drill. Well, not like I've been hand mining.
Snoopy's nose has arrived. Run away!
What?
I can't see now, Farrell. There's a shield blob over my face. Also, you've been muted for ages. I don't know if you know.
I was telling you, I was moving this in, so I was trying to get some light in here so I could use my ship, which I've got set up as the miner, giving you the light there. Let me adjust the...
Okay, well, as I said, you've been muted for ages.
Yep.
At the moment, I can't see a thing. That's better. Oh! Whoa, the glitch. Space Ghost Snoot, indeed. Just came into my screen.
Space go!
And I have no way of booping the Snoot on a Space Ghost.
Well, not only that, but I wanted to bring that in so that if we do get attacked while we're out here and you happen to be mining, you're actually within bubble the shield.
All of this is fine. I just couldn't see it. Now I can.
Oh yeah, this thing goes all the way through to the other side of this rock here.
Just careful of how much power you're draining doing it.
I've got like 19 hours of power on this thing. We're good.
No, I know, but it's still using a lot. You have a lot of uranium on that thing as well.
Is your Bob picking up this stuff as I'm mining it? I'm
I
not
think so.
seeing That.
All right, right. Okay, all right. I'm gonna stop drilling. You guys pick some stuff up, and I'll have a look at the build and repair system and see.
There's every chance my Bob might be picking up something
Yeah,
too if it's close enough.
I'm seeing uranium come into the build and repair system.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, if you look at this number, it's actually getting passed through the build and repair so fast you don't even see it in the build and repair. But he's picking stuff up.
Okay. Ah. Yep.
It is so nice to be able to mine something and not have to worry about,
Being in a tunnel.
yeah, and dealing with a teeny tiny little vein of stuff.
Push your face into this.
We got a Spurt Light Patrol drone moving through the area right now.
I mean, we've
not
got this marked
engaged.
down, and this is... I've got...
Spacebar, I think it's something that wants to be taken over by you there.
I've got
Yeah, but no,
40k uranium on me so far. I don't know how you're doing, Farrell, but yeah. It's like I'm sure between us we got a pretty hefty chunk of uranium.
Surprisingly, 9.4. Not a lot of stone though either. Where? No, I'm not full up, but yeah,
It's just slow.
Yeah,
I think half the reason I've got 40k is because these two have been mining near my building repairs. Rather than anything else. I also have twice as many drills as you.
Got a hostile miner out there too at 1.8 kilometers, but you know, neutral on the display.
Yeah, I can't help but feel like let's get back into the ship and... I mean, we've got this location here. Let's see if we can't
Let me-
potentially get you some jump drive and make sure at least we're sort of cutting losses.
Warning. Insufficient power.
The electric miner itself could do with a bit more uranium in it, apparently. Keep getting these little blip warnings from the shields about insufficient power if I push the thrusters too hard.
I'm pretty good for that. I'm down to 15 per reactor, so good on that one.
That little red carroted thing, is that it's bounced off your shield?
Yeah, it's not hostile, but it's hostile, I suspect. I think they keep
There's
having
another
some-
there's another hostile miner too.
Yeah, I know. I've been calling them out. I guess what it means I have to do is turn on shoot neutrals. Because otherwise they don't.
Are we gonna get an entire faction hostile with us?
They're the Spurt faction. They should be hostile with us.
I think we were
They're
gaining...
hostile for me.
They're not for me.
Yeah, they're not for me. I think we were gaining reputation with them.
Oh, yeah. You think they're hostile, but not that hostile?
Oh, because
Yeah.
of the spiders.
Can you guys jump
Yep.
out of the control panel for a second?
Yeah.
I just
Uh,
want to see something. Or like out of the seats, thanks.
Yeah, I'm out of.
Yeah. Okay, so Weaponcore has completely died on my end. Can't bring up the targeting cursor. Can't bring up the middle mouse mouse button menu. None of it.
Yep. Actually, same thing here. I mean, I've still got the rectangles highlighting the hostile, but yeah, I'm not able to.
Yeah, I've got the rectangles highlighting a hostile, but I can't target. I can't open the menu. I can't interact with Weaponcore in any way.
Yeah, it's not showing up on my HUD either.
Let me get a force save and a restart the server, I guess. It's the only thing I can think of in this case.
Okay. Oh,
All right.
wait. It's back for me.
Hmm?
Back on my HUD. Scout class, fighter class.
Not on my end.
Yeah, not on my end.
Like, I can scroll and it'll go through the
can-
enemies, but that's what it.
I can't
Yeah.
even get that much. I
It's showing
can
for me just fine.
toggle the stuff on and off for fixed weapons for.
Yeah, that's
during
the only
fire,
thing I can
but-
do. Yeah, try jumping out against Textfire and let me get on my own and see if that fixes
Yeah,
it on my end.
do it now.
Yep, nothing still. All I can do is toggle on and off the fix. I don't even know if that will actually... Yeah, I'm clicking and it doesn't actually fire. So
You're not even seeing anything, are you? Okay. Interesting.
Alright, last save, and let's do a server restart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go run to the bathroom real quick while we're waiting.
Sounds good. Yeah, of course, Bilfit. Of course. All running on the Deddy box, so logs will be easily available. They're not going anywhere. I'm not about to overwrite them, so no worries. At least this time I can be fairly confident that it's not something that we're doing wrong. This time I know how to use the mod properly. I know what's going on with the mod properly. We've had it tested and working properly on the dedicated server already. You know, this time I feel at least I can give you some feedback that's not just we probably fucked it up. I can sort out our mod list at some point, Tom. I'll try and add it to the description of the video after we finish or something like that. I need to build it first. There's no easy way of just linking it from within the game. I'm gonna have to use one of the mods and then upload it somewhere. Do you not? Roger that. Well, where's its save location then? Storage. No, that's modular encounters. Fauna. Mods. That's empty. Okay, and here's a bunch of other logs. Let's copy those to desktop. Does appear like it saves independent logs every time it starts, but I will copy those across in case. In fact, let's copy all the weapon thread folders as well, just in case. In fact, these don't contain logs, do they? No, it doesn't look like it. Nope. Cool. If there are logs, I have them. Paint. Paint. Gun mod. Space Engineers. Oh, Digi. We do like you.
Sergeant Deathjack, to answer your question,
Is Digi still about?
are in the process of rebooting the dedicated server because we're having some problems with Weaponcore kind of working intermittently, it seemed. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we've got some information in logs that might be able to help, hopefully.
Yep, I think we do. I'm just saving those independently to make sure that they were available just in case they got overwritten on launch. And yeah, the server's just coming back up again now.
Sweet.
And boy, does it do a lot of things when it's launching. He is cool. No, but I'd be sad if Digi left. He's been such a fucking... This is not to downplay any other modder's efforts by any means, but Digi's been one of those kind of silent stalwarts that's
Chatty
been there the
Cathy.
whole way through, kind of enabling other modders to some extent and just adding some really interesting features into the game. And maintaining his blooming mod library really well as well. You know, that's harder to do than it sounds, but generally you can be sure if it's a Digimod, it will get updated. Yeah, exactly, Bilfy. He's just one of those guys. That's why I'm saying Stalwart. I'd like to include Lucas on that list as well, as just someone who's done a whole bunch of stuff to make the game better, and has been very like quiet about it. Just goes about their business, helps out people where they can. See what I mean about how much stuff it does when it loads up? It's pretty nuts. This is like watching my NAS box boot. I'm glad you took that the right way, Pilfit. This is not about a sort of a downer on any other modder by any means, because all modders for Space Engineers should be respected, and thanked for the work they do. It's just those are a couple of guys that I think do tend to stand out a bit amongst the crowd as just they've been around for ages doing really, really good work that's helped everybody. She's coming up.
So I see. I'm getting in right now.
Yo-ho, up she rises.
Question is, though, what do you do with a drunken text fire early in the morning?
I am back.
Take him to bed and give him a glass of water.
What?
How to totally confuse a spacebar. Chapter 1. Should be able to get back in spacebar.
Okay, I'm trying now.
Oh, there you go. Launch him into Atlas. That's what you do with a drunken text fire. Oh, don't crash, SC. No. Yep. Eat. Maybe. Thinking. Struggling. Had a drone that was in front of me is gone. But I've got Weaponcore back. I can control and see stuff. Yep.
Hooray. The first flyy stingy beast of the season. I almost got none last year. It was so nice.
Uh-oh. This doesn't sound good.
Yeah, the things are back. You know, the things.
The abominations.
Yeah.
Any luck?
Nope. I'm going to give it a little bit of time to have a think, but right now I can't select any weapon groups.
I've got at least the target indications set up here, and
Yeah, the target indications are working, but I have no weapon groups.
everything's working for me on my end, amusingly. Got all my groups. I can scroll through them and go into them. Yep. Seems to be fine. Client specific somehow?
Apparently, you have no weapons assigned to groups. I mean, not that it's massively important, but
Just out of
it'd
curiosity.
be nice if I
what happens
did have some weapons assigned to groups, you know?
What happens if I come over and pop in and try to use the grid? upside down.
Hello.
Oh,
He's in my
Alright.
seat, damn it.
I can...
Spacebar, you legend.
I have an option for fixed laser, but that's it.
We
And I
don't
can't
have a
even
fixed
select
laser.
Yeah, it's picking up the fixed laser groups off my old ship or the other
We don't
ship.
have
So
a fixed laser.
yeah, something about it is somehow picking up a group off my ship. It wasn't letting me pick it or anything, which is good. I mean, God knows what would have happened if it tried to go in to do that, but. Also, the interface stayed up on the screen after I left the ship, which is kind of funny. Yeah, and I'm back in my ship, and I've got all my normal groups, so I can scroll through them and select them.
Oh, I haven't managed to get in the game yet, but I found cheese.
I think you just connected in the group here, so
I mean, crazy
Hopefully it'll be
Ivan
in.
sent me. I wasn't expecting it. Random package shows up at the house, and because it's him, he actually he's one of the very few people that knows my actual address. And so this random package shows up at the house with like refrigerate immediately, open and refrigerate immediately, direct address to me, and I open it up, and it comes a couple of days off my birthday. So I'm like, I don't know what the hell's going on here. I open it all up, put it in the fridge, and it turns out, thanks to a message I found a bit later, that it's Ivan has randomly sent me like a selection of like camembert, nice cheddar, and some. What's the other one? I think it was red Leicester. And, like some apple chutney and some
That was the one
chive
I just
biscuits.
Was a little red Leicester. Oh, good.
This is Darkstar's shield mod. I can't remember what the different names are. One's called. This is defense shields. There you go. Not energy shields. That's not the same thing. Which is fair enough, I suppose. And there's multiple shield mods. What are you gonna do? I'd probably lean into it and call one just like the other shield mod or something.
That sounds like a spacebar naming convention.
nah, because you wouldn't even have shield in it. Remember?
It'd
Yeah,
just
if it
be
was a
like
spacebar
the other
naming
one,
convention,
the
it would
other
be
one.
like ship protection kit. There you go.
Oh, that's a good idea, actually.
Oh no, ship defense kit. Then you can call it the SDK.
Ship, no, he would do something like ship health enhancement incidental device.
Ship health. Oh, I get it.
That's not how you spell it.
Well, that's the point.
Yes, this thruster mod is called the modular thrusters. You will find, when you search for it, a billion mods called modular thrusters. The one you're looking for is specifically the one that has in brackets at the end, not working. That's the one you want.
Yeah.
Not kidding. That is the working one. As we discussed at the start, the first mod on Spacebar's list should be the list. Ooh, I just got shot by something.
Yeah, of course I pull a thruster out to start fitting a jump drive to this thing and get hit by something.
Well, I mean,
Spurt light patrol drone right below us.
oh yeah. Alright, he's targeted, and all of the weapons are on.
Oh yeah, I see him. Yep. Same with me at this point. Targeted. I think it's because is he showing up as neutral for you too?
Nope.
Yep. He showed up for neutrals for me.
Oh yeah, so yes. I turned target neutrals on, but then I can't.
He's not actually attacking though.
Remove a turret from the group and add a turret back. Okay.
Select group setting, neutrals enabled. Now I'm shooting them. In fact, now I'm shooting a lot of different things. I mean, it's firing down, but my topside turrets are shooting off into space for some reason.
I don't see any fire from your direction.
I do.
I do.
Oh, nice. I do see a railgun in my face.
See if I can distract my turrets with something else to shoot at.
Oh, that's a good one, Modark. Defense light capability. Or defensive light capability. What was that?
It's the light patrol drone being shot by me.
Oh.
You know what I bet I could do? I bet I could turn Bob to grain neutrals.
I'm targeting that drone specifically, even though it is like still neutral, and my turrets are still trying to shoot other things. Far off other things.
Krieg Warfare is saying open a single weapons
I've done it.
terminal. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and I'm watching chat. I'm not responding to it because you guys were talking, but I am watching. Okay, manual controlling and firing
Manual
doesn't
sitting under
fire
control.
either. So yeah, I'm sorry, but it is the broken.
And I've turned my PDX lasers off of neutrals, and they're still shooting at something else.
All right, let's use the PDCs because I know those worked. Those were a lot of fun messing with Farrell the other night. These PDCs, so I know that.
Yeah.
I know they're functional. They work when in a group properly. Still, there are no weapons assigned to groups.
Let's just say that when you've got two of those on a ship, yeah, engineer spamming is kind of a thing of the past.
It's kind of not happening. Indeed, the way they track is awesome.
And not like a cheaty fast tracking, but just a better accurate one.
So what
With
happens if you
diplomacy.
start controlling one that's under control? Because these are all showing up as red for me. The PDCs.
I've been finding there's like a graphical thing that happens when you click on them, and you're going in and doing anything with them in the in-game menu, the SC interface. You don't want to be. It does some weird things in there.
You didn't actually answer my question though. If somebody were to control it on the ship to like monitor it, does that screw it all up or no?
Well, you don't really man a turret like you do in vanilla with this. I mean, we didn't exactly test that when we were doing the multiplayer stuff.
Yeah, that's not quite how it works.
It's basically
Why
you're
is our
supposed to.
shield down?
Because I power cycled the grid
Ah, okay.
in the hope that turning it on. When you get to the end days, Mr. Textfire, turning it on and off again is what you got. All right.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I just looked down and all of a sudden we had like half shields. And I was like, what happened?
Yeah. That was me. I did it. I'll admit.
It was wasted. It did the dirty deed. But it was done dirt cheap.
What are those things pointing off of the rear of your ship?
Krieg's solar panels. EHS solar panels.
Oh, okay. I thought those were blocks that weren't loading. I was getting confused what they were supposed to be.
There's a reason why this thing's been called the Tetra. Those are my fins.
I used to keep them. Oh, it's more of a
I kind of feel more like an algae eater, honestly, from the shape and the nose.
Well, and the fins are more like a beta. Well, you know, but
This is not gonna be
color-wise,
that kind of a
with
fighting
the
ship.
stripe down the middle, that's very Tetra. Not sure about the breed. I don't remember there being a blue and yellow one.
Yeah, no.
Right now,
Thank
I'm
you.
controlling the ship.
I know.
According to-
I am. Lol. I don't care. I'm doing a copy and paste to see if it helps.
Okay.
Because I'm at the point where it's like, well, this is clearly not functional. We're going to have to do something else. But copy and paste is the last thing I have not done. Copy and paste has bought the things back. I mean, not a particularly viable solution, but does seem to have brought my groups back. I think we found the one.
What's that?
Hmm?
The guy Krieg was asking if I could find the error log for him, and there is one specific error log that has rather aggressively made itself known. Like, the entire log is just full of this one thing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'll do it.
There's your problem.
Krieg, do you want to drop me a PM quickly on Discord, and I'll drag and drop the logs over to you if I can. Well, there you go.
That's true. It's a good point. We could reverse the polarity of the flux capacitors.
On the current one says, "Invalid Adamus part. I am crashing now, Dave."
I'm sorry, Dave. I can't do that. It's funny though. Like, there's another craft out there that's shooting at another one.
Did someone say
the hunter
cross the
drone
screen?
and the Citadel mining outpost?
Don't know what that means, but it's there. Maybe CW is the answer. Right. I also think the answer here is a /save and then
You betcha reboot.
nope. I'm about to take a backup so that we no longer have to concern ourselves with what happens in the existing save.
Fair enough.
Given that we have got ourselves very much into the point where apparently we are we are very much testing, if you know what I mean, because there is something. It's still not reliable enough, I would say, to actually play with, because we can't randomly get into the ship and have stuff not showing up or not being able to control it.
Mm-hmm.
There goes some torpedoes.
Right, well, we want to see if this is... Okay. Who's fighting what? There's two people over there having a hunter drone and a Citadel mining outpost are really, like... They's up for it.
Yep. Oh, they're definitely up for it. Well, we don't actually have a group for the Mark 1s, do we?
Yeah, we do.
It's not cycling to it.
I heard that fire.
Mm-hmm.
No, it doesn't actually include the ones that are on this ship.
I'll get to test out this refit with jump drives.
Oh, you copied. Ah, good grief. I didn't realize you copied pasted one. I was like, and I got out of this just shooting you. I looked over and saw.
For a second there, you had that come back moment.
I thought I'd gone to another dimension or something.
Okay, I mean,
new galaxy.
Unfortunately,
Planetary.
while the torpedoes work, the turret's still... I've got the UI working, but I've got a targeted, apparently hostile target there, and they are ignoring it.
Came in on my end as being annoying and not loading up some of my icons. The G menu, or not G menu, the inventory screen.
Target painter doesn't work either.
I don't know if those torpedoes are supposed to lock on or not, but they're not.
Reserve not loaded, 17,500 in mags. I feel like that's important.
That seems odd. I mean, remember I was having problems earlier with the railguns, like, not necessarily showing the ammo even though they were loaded?
Yeah, all of those are showing unloaded. I'm willing to bet the battleship turrets will be as well. Yep, unloaded. Texfire's choice of position for the survival kit is appropriate.
There's a corrupt salvage drone coming in.
Turn around, run for survival kit.
Oh. That's my purse. I don't know you.
Yeah, my lasers are willing to fight this one at least. Yeah, I'm able to select targets and everything, so on my end everything was still working, but it wasn't working. Is it still not working? You wasted?
Nothing will shoot.
Nope.
I'm
Mine is
definitely
shooting my copy is shooting the cross-sub zone just fine.
I'm not seeing you shooting it, oddly enough. I'm seeing me shoot it, though.
Oh, I was seeing fire coming from my ship at it.
Huh. I was only seeing fire from me hitting it.
Alright. As a test. Yes. Yes. Are you guys shooting me? Or am I just getting shot by a billion things from everywhere and my turrets still aren't doing
Yeah,
anything?
you're
I'm
getting
shooting
shot from a billion things.
Well, this was the test, just making
There's a
sure
lot-
that
there's a lot
everything's
of drones
hostile.
coming in.
But every
Oh,
last
okay.
one of my turrets is going, nah, we'll just sit here.
No, I've got
Oh
a lot
no,
of
some lasers
hostile
are shooting
targets
back. Oh,
coming
wait,
in
wait,
around
wait,
me
wait,
here.
wait. Some turrets are starting to wake up. It just took them forever, and now they're like, oh, hello.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm seeing a laser palooza going off now around us. So my stuff is all primarily shooting.
PDCs still aren't interested. Oh, there we go.
What?
Power cycling
PDCs are-
those seem to have fixed that. Although, I can't actually see them. There's no, like, visible fire from them on dedicated apparently.
Because I'm definitely seeing a PDC opening up on me right now. This Rust Freighter's got one at its head here. I don't have ammo for the railgun, so I can't tell whether they're firing at this point or not. So they are not doing a very good job of honoring target requests. Like my bottom turrets, which have line of sight on the target that I've indicated, are shooting it fine. But my top turrets are still picking their own independent target at this point, and they're just happily firing away.
Yeah, my like battleship cannon turrets are like really disinterested and actually firing for some reason. Ow!
Okay, for the purposes of testing, we'll put some ammo in here for the railguns.
Come on, battleship. You did it.
There we go. Now my railguns are going. Oh, I can hear those. Woo! Those got a kick to them.
Okay, so my client is apparently bugged as far as what's going on with my turrets.
Come on, guys, swing over. Oh, those 75mm railguns have a long traversal time. But once they kick in, oh, that's lovely.
Yup, my slick group's broken again.
This thing's got a mini meatball on it. Some mini catwalks. Huh. This thing that Pharaoh's shooting at.
The Rust Freighter?
Yeah. Oh, and it just shot me.
Yeah, that PDC on the front. That is no joke. That does a good amount of shields too. You're staying within range of it too long. Yeah, my 75s keep going off and finding other things to shoot. Instead
When
of
I
staying on
fire
target.
the Mark 1s on this, they just shoot out the back.
Yeah, well, that's because the miner has 2 Mark 1s.
Oh, right, that's a good point. I'm probably firing those instead of the real ones, aren't I? Well, that would do it, Mr. Textfire. Alright, I'm going to try reconnecting.
Now all my turrets are behaving.
Yeah, that's why I'm reconnecting. I wonder if it's some of what's going on for me as client side. Hey, Space Engineers is already running though, so I can't reconnect.
I'm trying to launch 2 different instances then.
Well, so I can record.
That's just silly.
Ah, I've also got a legitimate reason. Suck it.
No, that's tough. Come back.
Oh, this is a target-rich environment over there. Come on, boys.
What mods am I
Let's go,
loading?
huh?
It's build info, Krieg. The only thing that could be adding info to that data terminal is build info. Mod list on this server is limited big style. Mods, TextAd API, Build Vision, RivalAI, Build Info, Weaponcore, MechSpec, Weaponcore, Days Without Accident Site, Colored Fresh New View, Corruption, Defense Shields, Easy Inventory, NPC Weapon Upgrades, Weaponcore, Target Lead Indicator, Weaponcore, Modular Thrusters, Weaponcore, Azimuth, Nanobot, Build and Repair, Weaponcore, Armor Conveyors, more NPC Encounters, Weaponcore, Paint Gun.
I am
Base Engineers Crash.
I am not getting a lead on my Mark 1s, definitely. Wonder if that means I have to turn the grab off.
We will make sure the issue will be fixed as soon as possible.
They'll find an innovative way to
Goddamn
fix
Keen,
it.
breaking all our mods.
Breaking the game in general, to be honest.
Breaking the game. Remember, boys, there is no more Blame Pain Parts. There's just Blame Keen Software House.
But they're so innovative.
Ah, but they've also set precedent now for making changes to the base game that are intended to support modding. They mentioned it in the patch notes. Specifically, this change was in order to facilitate, before they revealed that the weather mod was baked into the DLC, there was a patch note that was in order to help the weather mod work. To do with particle rendering or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So that means there's now precedent for them patching the game to facilitate mods.
Well, there's that.
Of course, they had an ulterior motive, but
Yeah.
still precedent. No, they're not still blaming plain prods. They gave up on that for. Actually, no, I'm not sure they did give up on that. What they gave up on was specifically mentioning in like crash logs what it was that caused the crash. Fixed right after the Raspberry Pi version of SE.
You place
Right after the
you
Switch
hit your
version.
PCU limit.
Dude, that would have been the winner for the things they announce on the next
Oh,
Switch
yeah.
patch.
Damn,
Raspberry
son.
Pi support. Raspberry Pi version is now in progress.
Multiplayer fixed after Raspberry Pi release.
Okay,
The difference is, Paul, it's about them admitting it. That's what we're talking about.
Okay, I'm confused. I have a Either it's a HUD element or it's an artifact. One of the two. Let's see if I can grab it here.
Yeah.
I don't know what the heck this is. Up over in the Discord, it's like hanging right off the side of my ship, or what's fixed on the HUD itself, but I don't know what that one means. I can't really read that one.
Oh, interesting. Oh,
Is that like
that's
out
the
of ammo or
range. No, that's the range indicator.
range
Like
indicator? I don't have an active target. Oh, I do have an active target.
I think, yeah.
Okay, interesting. See, now it seems like it's working just fine for me.
I spy with my little eye someone that needs to be shot. VCZ processing station.
That's only 12 kilometers away. I can be there in a sec. That one's on a planet, though, I believe.
Yep. Looks like it to me.
All right.
All right.
Well, maybe. I don't know. It might be in orbit. Yeah, it looks like it's on the planet. On the other hand, there is the IDMC construction platform,
Okay.
buying and selling parts.
This is new. The battleship cannon inventory no longer shows up on my inventory screen. I know they exist and take cannon shells to fire them, but unless I've forgotten how to spell battle, which I haven't, by the way.
Good to
Are
know.
you sure?
There's a construction platform over there, buying and selling parts. It's red. Go bug them.
Even if the conveyors were broken, it wouldn't stop them from appearing in the list of inventories.
They've been working this entire time. I think I know where he's talking about, but that shouldn't.
Well,
make a
none of the
difference.
battleship cannons are on the front of the ship. They're all on the
Yeah.
back. But also, even when they're disconnected from the inventory, they still show up as having an inventory in the inventory screen.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, whatever I'm shooting at has a shield.
Turned inertial dampeners on my miner back on, even though they're off.
Okay, thank you. Whoever spotted that. Why someone decided to show block an inventory screen turn it off, I don't know, but that's a thing.
Because I was having trouble getting anything over.
How many things did you do that with?
All the turrets.
Can you turn them back on so I can see how much ammo they've got?
Yeah, I did on this ship, but I'm not on your ship.
Thank you, observant
thank
people
you.
in chat.
The conveyor system is in broke up front. It's just a little weird, but it works. It's got other connections, so that's not an issue.
Looks in the direction of text fire.
Hey, Adam tells you that inventory is turned off in weapon settings.
Cheers, Adam. It's good of you. I'll get right on that. I think these use the 355 mils.
I also turned off the control seats and a bunch of other things that show up in the inventory.
And I think correctly. Good to know. Thank you, Dex. Now, if anything is randomly missing from the inventory, I won't freak out.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you were looking directly at them, and I was confused.
No,
as
no, I
to
was
why
looking
you
at the
were-
inventory screen and trying to work out if I had ammo for them and whether or not that would explain why they weren't firing, you know.
well,
But apparently had more to do with the fact that they weren't even in the inventory screen.
That's not shooting at it now. I'm confused.
Oh, and game crash.
Bye, spacebar.
The bathroom.
Alright, I'm gonna go and get close to a ship and see if this has woken the big turrets up, because so far it doesn't look like it, but we'll see. I'm not too bothered about the torps. The torps are not really core functionality of Weaponcore in the end. You know, that's a static weapon firing forwards. I'm sure, when I say core functionality, I mean something I can test. I'm sure they've reworked how the calculations of those weapons work and how it's all processed. But as far as like things going weird and things not working right, it's all about the turrets, basically.
Okay, that's interesting. Did they break the distance indicator on the jump drives?
I don't know.
'Cause I vaguely remember from PvP that you could go and you could set a range, so you could say I want a 5-kilometer blind jump. Now, regardless of what I put my distance slider at, my distance is not actually changing now. It stays at 5 kilometers on my case. I can go out of the jump drive into another one, come back to it at 7% on 5 kilometers, at 100% I'm at 5 kilometers. And I know I jumped out way farther because I did a jump out to try to catch up to that station, and I'm a bit of a ways out now. Further than I expected. I said, oh, 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers away. And somehow the station's gone, and yeah. Confused.
Just demoing, now it seems to be working, the twin targeting methods you're allowed with Weaponcore. So you'll look at the top, I've got 2 targets set.
Ridiculous.
We've got a secondary target to the left that it'll
That's because
only shoot if that's the only option available, and then a main target, which is this station.
NPCs probably. And asteroids and...
I really meant this whole stream, to be honest.
Still can't see the MCRN turrets firing, but
Why does the bathroom block have targeting indicators, indication range? What?
Well, it's a bathroom, and you kind of need to know where the aim, so... Yeah.
Yeah, see, now I'm not shooting at anything.
yeah, I kind of I don't know if it's we're not I don't know if it's we're not shooting or that it's not visible, because I can't help but notice that the shields on our target are still lighting up like it's being shot, but I can't see any projectiles.
Well, I can see you shooting at it.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking, is maybe it's a like client-side rendering issue, because I can't see me shooting.
Oh, did you
But
see it
you
turn
can.
red there?
Yeah, that's what's suggesting that I know that it's shooting, is because I can see the shields lighting up, but I can't see it actually firing on my end. And vice versa, you can't see some of your own guns firing, right?
No, yeah, no. As far as I can tell, other than
seems-
lasers, nothing on my thing, a grid appears to be firing.
It seems to be like a hit or miss thing, almost like it's just a sort of weird desync that somehow occasionally will eventually correct itself. Like my grid was working perfectly fine at one point.
Okay, so my MCRN turrets are not doing anything. They're on, but they're not firing. And I've only got 1 turret group again. And my turrets have stopped tracking.
Oh, hey, I can manually shoot the battleship turrets. And all of a sudden, it's telling me that my reputation is dropping with V-Core.
Yep. For me, at least, it's crashed again. All turrets are unresponsive, and I can only select the Teleon turrets as a group, and it doesn't work when I try and do so. Let's have a look, sorry.
All right, let's see if I don't overshoot this time when I try to jump.
Spacebar, you want to try and see? Oh, you're on the other one. Yep.
I can hop over and see. I bet I'll have the same thing.
Send me 506 at that setting. All right.
Nope, you have no weapons assigned to groups.
Oh, now you're suddenly magically. Right, I forgot about that thing. Never mind what I was saying about the jump drive. Just bad game design on Keen's part.
Oh, what was it?
That it wasn't showing the distance when you were manually setting a blind jump. It has to be fully charged.
Part of the
before you can
reason
do
we're
that.
doing Space Engineers today,
Right.
Stukov, is so that we can do Scrap Mechanic again on Saturday.
Not bugged, it's
We've got it
just
arranged
scrappy.
for everyone to be around
Yeah.
for another Saturday Scrap Mechanic stream.
Are the targets cycling for you, Spacebar, or is it just on my screen?
They are cycling for me.
Okay, and then I can change the groups. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly why they're choosing to shoot one thing and
Do
not
we
another.
make one of these the main cockpit? But that won't matter though. That's got a weird bug anyways.
No, now I'm in charge again.
See if we.
Oh, back to the bathroom.
Oh, nice. Immoral Bites. Scrap Mechanic looks like a great game for like playing with the family. You know, if you got kids or, you know, a wife that's not so much into gaming, perhaps. It looks like a perfect sort of game for that sort of thing. It really does.
Ooh.
Boing. Oh man, even toggle click to fire doesn't work. I reset them all forwards and everything and it doesn't... Aww. I'd be interested, like Darkstar or Krieg or any of you guys that know what's going on out there. What is the difference between what
Can't tell
we're
if Wiz
doing
is,
here
talking to his chat or just
and
muted for us?
what Zoc is doing?
I will be right back.
Whoa! Offensive bombing! Run away! Run away! And what Zoc's doing with his tournament, that means that he's getting away with it and we're not. We spent like 4 hours testing this shit to make sure it was going to be good for this, and apparently managed to hit gold dust, or something's changed in the last few updates, perhaps. Well, this is pretty slim on mods, Krieg. They're all Weaponcore. It could be luck, Krieg, to be honest. Warfare. It could be luck, Warfare, to be honest. You know, there's not enough. This is not a large enough sample size to rule luck out of it. Yeah, I'm chatting with chat and trying to figure out what's the problem. This is the text file. Right.
Okay.
We're gonna do something funky. Apologise for the lack of warning.
Connection problem. Oh no.
Yeah.
Zoc has all the computing power of the King Collective. I am... You are talking to the wrong person.
Because for the longest time he had the most powerful computer of all of them.
Yes, for the longest time he had the most powerful computer at Keen, and that computer was a 980, GTX 980 with a 49, it was whatever the high-end i7 was for the 4th gen, I can't remember the bloody model number because Intel is melting my brain these days with numbers, but yeah. In reality, I'm sure Keen runs mods themselves constantly. I also know that Zoc's server is not provided by Keen, firstly. Secondly, I'm almost certain that Zoc's server runs Torch, which is not Keen's dedicated server client. And thirdly, I am 100% positive that I literally have the best possible dedicated server you could buy for running Space Engineers. There isn't anything better than this. RAID nor NVMEs and an overclocked essentially 9900K but in a Xeon platform where it can actually handle it, and 64 gigs of RAM. Yeah. $47.90 sounds about right, Sam. Yeah. It's just like I don't mess around when it comes to doing the servers, and it's not like I haven't run it on other things as well. I've run it on Xeon Gold 6132s, which are 28 core 56 thread things with 256 gigs of RAM. I've run it on a massive range of hardware. Yeah, Zoc uses Climb Server, and I'm pretty sure Climb Server is using Torch, not their own dedicated client. And again, this is not a slight on Climb, but at best, he has the same server as me. There isn't anything better. The problem with Epic Mog is that Space Engineers is still not. Let me demonstrate for you what I'm talking about by the dedicated server. The Space Engineers is still not very multi-core enhanced. So when you look at how much this server is actually using and what threads it's loading on this CPU, which as I mentioned is a very odd CPU. It's a Xeon platform, Xeon socket 9900K for all intents and purposes. And when I say for all intents and purposes, it even has the onboard graphics from the 9900K. That's how much of a 9900K it is. But because of that, it just sits there at 4.7 gigahertz on 8 cores, 16 threads the whole time. Unshifted. But you can see, this is where Space Engineers is running. CPU not. So the best thing you can do is throw pure clock speed at it. And so the Epic processors and the Ryzen processors actually fall behind a bit in that respect. I mean, less so these days with the newest gen of Ryzen and their IPC advantages, but there's also a big struggle of actually finding a server that you can rent with a good internet connection that is capable of, that actually comes equipped with one of those processors. Yeah, there you go, Veritron. It's just like, as if you're talking about like, even in the consumer market, but also in the server market, those sort of Ryzens and so on and Epics are just so hard to get your hands on. So yeah, that's why I'm convinced that, you know, we have about the best possible scenario for running SE here is because we kind of do. There isn't anything else you could throw at it.
Well, clearly our setup is just too good.
We're running like, Space Engineers is demanding somewhere between 4.4 and 11% of our resources, and a whole 7 gigs of RAM. Oh no! Alright, well, all turrets are on my list.
I'm still trying to connect.
I turned off everything. I see Farrell's working as well. I turned off everything related to RivalAI. Everything that. Sorry, I turned off everything that wasn't related to Weaponcore, basically, or mods that we require to make this function. Try and see whether or not this is basically Lucas versus Weaponcore.
Oh, the game won't let me connect.
Frigate Class 7. Coming in on attack approach. Back up the Tetra. Who's muted as always.
Oh, that's fine. Talking to stream.
That's your thing now. There's no longer muted space.
Yeah, that was the one shot I'm getting out of that gun. Alright. Lasers work. Let's see it right in that middle here. Papa.
EDCs don't. Oh no, just the
Something clear.
I think they are firing. I just don't think I can see their firing arc.
Something just fired in my area.
Good point, Mr. Ship. I have missiles too.
It's not charging up yet. Darn it. Need more jump drives.
There we go.
I can't tell if I'm shooting at this thing or not.
I see lasers coming out, but that's about it.
Okay, PDX is working.
Something's hitting the shields.
Yep, I'm seeing incoming fire.
What the fuck? Suddenly, I can see the PDCs actually firing.
Oh, yeah, I can as well.
Huzzah! The PDCs look so cool when they're firing.
No, I can't see any of it.
The battleship cannons are given up, but
Yeah, it's kind of hard to test the 75s because they traverse slowly enough.
well, mine traverse really slowly, then line up on the target, and then just don't shoot for ages.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just like, we're just gonna have a bit of a look. And the Tellians can't be bothered.
Well, you've got some ammo in there at least for the battleship cannons.
Good news, it's all Krieg's fault. Understood. That does not surprise me.
And I landed too hard on your deck, of course.
Sorry, Spitfire.
No, I barely touched it, to be honest. I shouldn't have gotten damaged at all.
Wait, get out of the way.
Oh, you just... Okay. Okay, I'm going back this way.
Damn right you are.
Alright. Alright, 10k away. Come on in. Not giving me a target there, friend.
I now have 2 targets. 2 frigate class targets.
Congrats.
I've got
Yeah.
this VC cruiser on my screen and I can't pick it as a target. Like, giving me stuff all over the place around me right now.
Yeah, the PDX turrets are keen, but nothing else is.
Those aren't keen, those are made by a modder.
Okay, they're super keen.
How can all this stuff literally be in range, but not that?
Raisins? Time to abandon spacebar.
Oh. Hey. What happened to your door in the rear?
I don't know. Don't ask these complicated questions.
Oh, that's the destroyers? Those are working.
Seems so. They look cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now I got target.
We don't have a deck 12 and a deck 15. We have deck 1 and deck 2. And in Texfire's area, also deck 3, 4, 5 and 6.
No, there's three. Three decks.
It was for comedy value. Leave me alone. Can you stop
can't
making
tell.
him run away, Farrell? I'm trying to
I'm
catch
heading
up and it's
towards him.
going so slowly.
I'm heading towards him as fast as I can go right now.
But that's not helping.
Well, what would you prefer me to do? Just like, I don't know, run the other way so he runs after
Huh.
me even more?
No. Hey, Spot. Jump us. Minimum distance.
Minimum distance.
I mean, I can see him shooting at something right now.
Okay, got to minimum distance.
Let's go.
There we go. Now I'm hitting with a laser.
5,000 kilometers.
Hang him down.
Oh god, no.
You said jump.
I know, but it jumps in the direction of the where your cockpit's facing.
You told me to jump. That's your fault. You told me to jump.
Please prepare another jump and let me know which jump drive it's on. Having jumped 5 kilometers sideways, I think we should endeavour another one. Perhaps 8k, please, Mr. Spot.
Yells it down.
For future reference, text one. Bridge design for multi-cruise ships. Cockpits facing forwards, please.
Same direction.
Okay, jump drive 3 is ready for jumping.
Jump drive 3, ready for jump. Confirm.
Got his power.
Jumping. Oh, thank you, Carl. Yeah, this is just making up for the fact that we missed last week's.
Had no power, now he's got it back suddenly.
It's alright. It was a good blind jump.
Oh, that's a different ship. Ooh, I like the way that looks. Huh.
And I think it's crashed again. I don't know, or on some of the turrets it has, because some of my battleship cannon turrets are just doing a really solid job of looking at the target. Man,
I'm not even
and
guessing
staring him down.
Turrets at this point. I'm just doing direct fire at this point.
Your PDCs are firing.
Yeah, no, it's the
Yeah.
it's the big turrets. Just like they literally just look at it. Like,
None of the stuff that actually does damage.
yeah,
Working,
all the
kinda
things that
shows.
is designed to shoot down like incoming rocket fire and maybe a fighter.
We've only got. We've only got
Fine.
7 rounds of ammo. Or we don't. What? When I right click and drag to put one in, it just disappears. But when I left click and drag, it moves. That doesn't make sense.
Makes perfect sense. What are you worried about?
Yeah. You just put a bunch of ammo in the inventory system.
All right. Turrets would be nice to see if you fire right now.
Apparently that ammo just disappeared.
Manual off. Target painter off. There we go. I just switched him over to neutral.
Okay, something weird's going on because I can't spawn ammo in.
My ship's just suddenly come alive, apparently. I don't know why, but all of a sudden, all of the laser turrets are firing, the battleship cannons are starting to get, like, effective lines of fire.
Yeah, I think it's because it finally put ammo in those.
I had to flip my stuff over to fight neutrals before I could even see my turrets start doing anything right now.
Wait, the turrets on fight
Yep.
neutral?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Now, now I think that's probably because this is probably at this point a neutral grid, but... Okay, let's back out of that one. We run straight through. Is it dead yet?
Nope.
I don't even get an option for fight neutral with the PDCs.
Hang on. Oh, shoot up the side with my rifle. Uh-oh.
Tough ship we're fighting. Although, it's nice to see that now all of the turrets have suddenly woken up. Well, at least for me, they're all working properly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing fire coming in from you. I've got the fire coming in from my end.
Spacebar, could you be a darling and whack me up some Extra torpedo ammo.
Mm-hmm. As soon as I figure out what they use.
I think if you just search torpedo or look for torpedo, you'll probably be alright with this one. It's hard to call a torpedo anything other than a torpedo.
You would be surprised.
Well, some modders just name things they are.
It makes sense when you're doing the mod.
I would like for you to name all of your mods the list. Colon, whatever it actually is.
List 3472. Or even just more randomly, just name it after the day of the week that it was released on. So, Tuesday. The Tuesday 3472 mod.
Okay, the missile just... Okay. Boomer torpedo MK1. Okay. See, it's boomer torpedo.
Yeah, okay, Boomer.
You had to know that one was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Gimme!
We need another. There we go. Okay, you should have at least 60 torpedoes.
Come on, 250, fire it up. I know you're working. One.
Ah!
Oh, interesting. The torpedo tubes actually generate a energy ammo thing.
Holy moly, is that actual... Okay, now I gotta see this thing fire again. Come on. Shoot again. Oh, that's slick.
The torpedoes are pretty awesome.
The 250 millimeter on the front of my ship has recoil. Like proper, the barrel cocks back recoil. That's nice.
I don't know how you guys have gotten anything else to fire.
I think you maybe had ammo techs.
I did queue up some torpedoes.
And all this fails, ram it.
And then get up close and personal with the torpedoes. Come on, torpedoes, reload. There you go.
Yeah, it's not.
Well, we are 5 minutes away from 4 hours, and I feel like we have successfully established at least some functionality behind this. Some weirdness at the same time, but it does look like, for whatever reason, it plays really quite poorly alongside Lucas's mods at the moment.
That's a shame.
Yeah. Well, it would also explain quite a lot why Zoc's been not having too much problem than we have.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I will be sure to send over my logs to the fine fellows that are putting this stuff together, because obviously I doubt anyone wants it to work quite that way, but perhaps it is as it currently is. Oh, thank you all of you kind guys for going. Where's Farrell? There he is. Well, that's text file. Whoop! I saw a shadow go over the top of me. I can assume that
Yeah.
one was Farrell.
No, that was someone. Whoever was driving right by me just went like crazy fast, danger close. Look out! We've got an air show.
Do, 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 do.
Line them up. It's an air show, they gotta be parked pointing it. Stop moving! Damn it. Like that.
Warning. Insufficient power.
Why
Warning.
is my shield failing?
So's mine.
No, that's my shield failing.
I think it's because we're all interacting with each other's shields by being this close.
Well, I also set my shields up to draw a lot of power, so.
Of course you do. Baseball!
Hmm.
And the shenanigans of. Feels like one of those stories from Fallout. Well, thank you for joining us, guys. It's been an experiment that has sort
results.
of worked. X-Fire is upside down for some reason. No one will know why. Not you, but your ship is also upside down as well. So
Well,
you might as
I
well
mean,
remain upside down too.
Mine is where it was when I came to a rest.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Not gonna judge. Cheers, guys.
There's
Look, I've got a chance of ending before the time this time. Sorry, I'm gonna cut you off, Dexfire.
all right. Bye.
I might actually make it before the 4-hour limit. I'm gonna go for it.
Come
Come
on.
on. No, I've got to do it once. It's been a pleasure.
With?
Remember to go and check out these fine folks on Twitch and YouTube, all linked below. And I don't know, just generally give love to Textfire because he just comes along and makes things better.
Y'all come back next time, please.
And we'll catch you all next Saturday for some more Scrap Mechanic. Oh yes.
Mhm.
Yes, yes. Mhm. And maybe on Twitch in about 20 minutes. Good night.
You know, speaking of that, even,